This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever think about switching insurance companies to see if you could save some cash? Progressive makes it easy. Just drop in some details about yourself and see if you're eligible to save money when you bundle your home and auto policies. The process only takes minutes, and it could mean hundreds more in your pocket. Visit Progressive.com after this episode to see if you could save. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states.
There's one thing that will forever change the way you sleep, and it's the softest 100% organic cotton bedding from Boll & Branch. You'll fall asleep faster, wrapped in the most luxurious comfort. You'll never sleep hot again with airy blankets, cloud-like duvets, and breathable sheets. You'll experience pure comfort on night one and feel your bedding get softer with every wash. Discover the difference with 15% off your first order at bollandbranch.com with code CUMULUS. Exclusions apply. See site for details.
It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Going home for the holidays. These books can wait. Mama loves to spoil her son. Every Christmas I hear her say, "Oh, Junior, you've lost so much weight. Oh, Junior, you look so skinny." Every year it's the same old story. Every year I just play along. I say, "You're right that school don't feed me. Need to put some meat on these bones." She loves it, I love it. Hey, Mama, I'm home.
And I'm hungry.
I'm gonna get fat like Santa.
Gonna deck the halls with pounds of food.
Gonna get fat like Santa. I'll get fat like Santa.
We'll stuff this merry gentleman till he's
Fat like Santa.
Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Ooh, chowing down on the nuts and berries makes a grown man start to drool. Got no room in the Frigidaire, so Mama put the pies outside to cool.
She said,
Oh, Junior, you look so skinny. Here's a Snickers and a Milky Way.
I'll take a dollop of that turkey dressing, Mama, and
Okay.
cut me off a slice of that fruitcake.
Okay.
the old man says,
I don't know where you're gonna put it. One more cookie and you're gonna pop. Oh, bring me the friggin' pudding. Oh, bring me the friggin' pudding.
I'm gonna get fat like Santa.
Gonna deck the halls with pounds of food.
I'll get fat like Santa. Gonna get fat like Santa.
We'll stop this merry gentleman till he's
Fat like Santa. I'm gonna get fat like Santa.
gonna deck the halls with pounds of food.
I'll get fat like Santa. Gonna get fat like Santa.
We'll stop this merry gentleman till he's
Fat like Santa. Gonna get fat like Santa.
gonna deck the halls with pounds of food.
I'll get fat like Santa. Gonna get fat like Santa.
We'll stop this merry gentleman till he's
Happy holidays and good morning. It's the Bob and Tom Show. Hello, hello, hello. As as these singers will tell you. There they are. Thank you, ladies. Hello, Christy.
Hello, Chick McGee.
Hello, Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick.
Hey, Josh Arnold.
Chick.
There's Ace Cosby.
Chick.
There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
That was, of course, Dale Jarvis and the fabulous Fat Like Santa. Bob and Tom, legendary holiday hit.
Yes.
Great song.
And here, I'm Chick, and here's Tom. Hello, Tom.
Thank you very much.
Welcome.
Yeah, Dale Jarvis submitted that for the very first Bob and Tom collection. And that is just a classic. Great job, Dale. Thank
Bring
you very
me
much.
the frigging pudding.
We haven't heard a lot of our holiday classics this year.
Yeah, we'll squeeze them in. We got time.
All right.
Don't want to rush it.
Well, 13 days away.
Yeah.
Have you been good? Santa, are you proud of what you've done? You're going to give your body of work to Mr. Claus? You're going to say, here you go?
We got
There you go.
We have multiple Santas in the news this morning.
Oh, yeah.
We got Santas on skis. We've got Santas
Don't
at
see,
bars.
there you go.
What?
Ruining the sports story about Santas on skis.
Ruined. Did I just mention this?
I don't know if they're water or snow. Does that make a difference?
Yeah.
Well,
Docu-
it is.
Polish.
It's
maybe.
Christmas.
Did you watch the documentary Santa Camp? You're on there.
Yes, I did, yeah.
Yeah. Boy, there are a lot of Santas.
Do you know
There's only one Santa, but they're those that dress as Santa on occasion.
Well,
his representatives, if you will, evidently like
it's a lifestyle.
June or July or August is the big month for the
Yeah.
Santas because they have to go bid on malls to be hired by.
It's a
crazy
big business.
And there are sought-after malls and not so sought-after malls.
One of the guys said, we have a rock star Santa. He's from Rhode Island. He has a home in Italy. I'm like,
Yeah.
jeez.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's got 6 cars.
And this is all just from Santa work?
Yes.
He's got a big busty wife.
Yeah. He's
Driving an Alfa Romeo. Got something cool.
Yeah. The most extensive collection of wine you've ever seen.
Claus as a wreck.
Well, we'll be visiting that. But once again, Fat Like Santa, lovely song from Dale Jarvis. A special edition of this show coming up Wednesday. We're going to have Duke Tomato and the Power Trio do some Christmas classics. We're going to have the special singers in here and the horn section and a special coffee truck here for us.
What a fun morning.
Omelet station.
It's not going to be an omelet station, Ace. If it's necessary, I'll send someone out to
we don't need omelets.
get you an omelet.
I'm sure there'll be plenty of
Now, Thursday's Pat's
delicious
birthday.
holiday.
We have a cake coming, right?
I hope.
God forbid.
And Kroger's just right here.
That's why I'm telling you now. 'Cause
If
it's
you
Monday.
if you make him a cake, you got no balls. Okay, get him a store cake because of the complaining he did about all he got was a Kroger cake.
No, you should have the girls make him a cake. That'd be fun.
He had one of the very first cakes.
And then there was a drought.
It was
I wouldn't call it a drought. Have you ever had a Kroger cake? Delicious.
Kroger cakes are delicious. There's no doubt about
the
it.
first one was the one with the guitar case.
Yeah, very cool. Yeah.
Yeah, very nice. Yeah, well, you might find this hard to believe. Our cake lady's real busy right now with other things,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like packing
Like
up my
moving
house.
you.
I'm currently living in boxes.
Get a muffin on Thursday.
You better get her a Christmas bonus. My goodness.
Oh yeah, don't worry. It'll be.
You'll
fun.
get a muffin and like it.
Now we have a lot to get to today, as you mentioned.
Got a
the
cupcake.
life. I've
Santa
heard
thing.
some
A fascinating story out of South Korea.
SoCo?
Soko.
Is this the dog story?
No, this is the one about birthdays in South Korea. Now,
Yeah.
Josh is probably aware of this, having lived there, but I had never heard this. This is so insane that the essence of it is in South Korea, when you're born, you're considered to be 1 year old.
That's right.
And then it gets even weirder as to how they ratchet it up as you age. It's so strange.
Yeah, my age was like 2 or 3 years off in Korea than it was in real life.
Younger, right?
I'll just give you a little hint. If Pat Godwin...
I couldn't live there
Of
under
course,
this
I was going to say, when
nonsense.
Pat talk about Pat's age, it's
1 when you're born.
Yeah. No, when you are born, you're automatically 1.
Yeah.
So if you're born like on your birthday, which is what, December
15th,
you would turn 2 on January 1st.
Right. So there were times of the year when I was over there that I was like 27, and other times when I even though I was only 25.
You would be like 14 days old. I forget the math here, and be 2 years old.
They had this in Colorado too, because when I was in the dorms, I was 18, but at the liquor store, I was 21.
Yeah.
How do they do that?
Yeah.
When I'm on dates, I have to.
Right?
That is interesting.
Now, with Pat though, it's actually works in reverse.
Sure.
In real life, he's a member of AARP, but on date night. He has to tell the woman he's with, this is a fake ID. It says I'm 21.
Well, this sounds like a load of hooey, though.
Well,
you are your age. You're
right.
No. Well, not yet.
They thought what we did was a load of hooey. They're like, how can you be 0? You can't be 0.
Well, we're not. We're months.
In any event,
What do you
we'll
mean?
find
Sure,
out
it
about
could
it.
be-
It gets a little more complicated, believe it or not, even than that. And then we have, like I said, multiple Santas in multiple places, lots of sightings. I know I've seen Santa twice.
Have you?
Must have been great.
Oh.
Yeah. Got off the train with the kids. There was Santa. It was unbelievable.
You took a train to see Santa? He's right here at the mall.
There's more than one place you'll find him.
I
He's
am
busy.
kind of jealous this time of year not having little kids anymore.
Want to borrow a couple? I'm kind of tired.
You're holidayed out?
Yeah. I've seen a bunch of great holiday stuff, though. I saw the great aggregation Straight No Chaser. The, what do you call it?
Acapella group?
I was going to say Acapulco group, but they're not from Mexico.
Oh, they can't afford instruments? Is that what it is?
God, they're fantastic.
I didn't see you at the Jinx and Della show on Friday night at the Murat. Do you know who that is, Willie?
Is that more acapella?
No. It's a drag queen show.
Oh, very cool.
Oh, it was so fun.
Good time?
My girls took me as a surprise. It was so much fun.
That sounds like a blast.
It was a blast. It was packed, too. It was a great time.
Did you see me there?
I did not see you there.
That's because you didn't recognize me.
Jinx Monsoon won RuPaul's Drag Race. She's huge in that.
Very cool. Drag
Yeah.
shows are such a good time.
So
dude.
fun.
Wait a minute.
Very
Hold it.
entertaining.
Time out. What's her name?
Jinx Monsoon.
Jinx Monsoon. Okay.
You know they have dicks, right?
You couldn't tell. And boy, could she sing. I had no idea.
I tell you what, let's not let Christy take the conversation anywhere anymore. Let's just
guys.
keep talking about Santa Claus.
I went to see some great singers. I don't care about what they have in their pants.
Right, neither do these people.
They were just very, very good. Oh, God. Let's see. We got pickleball news, of course, and the NFL.
Ah, shut up.
Uh-oh.
Interesting thing in the NFL.
Oh.
If you saw this, but I'm sure you've got the story coming up. Tom Brady.
What do you want me to say, Puppet Master?
No, Tom,
I will take care of it.
Tom Brady, for the first time, beaten by a rookie quarterback. Although obviously they're
Yeah, I think it was one out of. This is what he's 1-9 against rookie quarterbacks, or 1-8. I forget which it is. Yeah.
so. But they got trounced.
And Brock Purdy, the quarterback for San Francisco, was born 2 months before Tom Brady was drafted.
Wow.
So,
And it's interesting because you got a guy named Purdy beating a man who is Purdy. Yeah, you know what I'm saying, Christy.
No, I know what you're
He'd be
saying.
gotten a Purdy
wait a minute,
mouth.
hold it. Wait.
A purdy mouth. Why is that the first thing you went for?
You think Tom Brady's pretty? Do you? Did you? Are you sure you weren't at this thing on Saturday night? With, not that there's anything wrong with
I
that.
get why he likes Tom Brady. Number one, multiple wives. Number two, went to Michigan.
Did you?
There's a lot of
Yeah.
reasons he should like Tom Brady.
Did you hear what Tom Brady? Can we try to get Tom Brady's post game news press conference? He sounded like the angriest old man who had a football in his yard that you've ever heard in your life.
Seriously.
Oh, it was
The part of the game I
it
saw,
was
the
embarrassing.
49ers had the ball the entire time.
Yeah, what was it? It ended up 35-7.
We'll explore all of these things. Right now, I want to explore the perfect gift. I've been talking about this.
Yard. Oh, sorry.
I've been doing this. Spent last week sending this to my brothers who live out of state, a bunch of the folks who call our show on a regular basis, like
Because of
Kostaki
Omaha
and
Steaks, you
Reno.
think people that don't know you think that you care about them just because of Omaha Steaks.
Well, no,
Isn't that nice?
I know them. They're my brothers, for example. But I sent them Omaha Steaks because they don't want to get a thing of what do you call it? Fruit bread. No one wants
Fruitcake?
Fruitcake, yeah, come on. That turns into a doorstop. You want steaks, right, Josh?
That's exactly right. And Chick, to your point, the steak experts at Omaha Steaks have put together special gift packages that help you look like a hero, even if you didn't do the work the steak experts did.
Yes.
Go be a holiday hero yourself. Visit omahasteaks.com. Take advantage of 50% off site-wide. Plus, use code BTS at checkout because you're going to get an additional $40 off your order when you do. I enjoyed some Omaha Steaks over the weekend. Had some of those ultra juicy burgers. There was a window, check local listings, where it was warm enough for me to go out and actually use the grill. Oh. My gosh, these things, so juicy. And I'm not going to lie, I may have doubled up the patties on one bun. A little difficult to bite. I had to. My eyes were bigger.
You do that snake thing where your jaw dislocates.
It was good on paper, delicious, of course. But my jaw certainly had to do some work. Create your own gift package with Omaha Steaks. Send an assortment of mouth-watering favorites like those legendary Butcher's Cut, Fork Tender Filet Mignon, Air-Chilled Boneless Chicken, ultra-juicy burgers like I mentioned, and even easy-to-prepare comfort meals that are ready in a flash. Omaha Steaks, man, truly a gift from the heart, as Tom's brothers know. It's a gift that they remember every time they take a bite, and they go, thank you, Tommy. We sure love you. Order with complete confidence today, knowing you're ordering the very best. Visit omahasteaks.com, where there's 50% off site-wide. Plus, use promo code BTS at checkout. You're going to get that extra $40 off your order. That's omahasteaks.com, code BTS at checkout. Minimum order may be required.
Thank you very much. Delicious. When we come back, Pat, a chick missed a song, I think, on Friday, and we've got more appropriate news. There's some very weird marijuana news in the news, and I thought perhaps we could feature that song when we come back. I know Chick will enjoy it very much. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever think about switching insurance companies to see if you could save some cash? Progressive makes it easy. Just drop in some details about yourself and see if you're eligible to save money when you bundle your home and auto policies. The process only takes minutes, and it could mean hundreds more in your pocket. Visit Progressive.com after this episode to see if you could save. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states.
There's one thing that will forever change the way you sleep, and it's the softest 100% organic cotton bedding from Boll & Branch. You'll fall asleep faster, wrapped in the most luxurious comfort. You'll never sleep hot again with airy blankets, cloud-like duvets, and breathable sheets. You'll experience pure comfort on night one and feel your bedding get softer with every wash. Discover the difference with 15% off your first order at bollandbranch.com with code Cumulus. Exclusions apply. See site for details.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi.
Hey, there's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Chick.
There's Ace Cosby. Manning that track phone hotline, hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
Hey.
I'm Chick McGee. And here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much. Everybody had a good weekend?
Yes, how about you?
Yeah. I'm
A little busy?
I flirted with death, but I'm okay. Don't worry about me. I'm all right.
A little bit of the bug over there?
I don't know what the hell it is.
My guy had something too.
Well,
home
yeah.
all weekend.
Has he told you about us yet?
Not yet.
That's how
that'd be sweet.
That's how her boyfriend got sick. We were just mashing it on Thursday. Full tongue.
What are you talking about? Where was I?
I see. You don't want to have fun. Okay. All right.
No, you guys go ahead. What do you got?
Look, ladies and gentlemen, this is the last week of the year for us.
Yeah.
We're all
done.
We're all sick and tired, especially of each other. So strap in, kids. It's going to be a big
fun week.
Yeah. Did you do anything special other than grill out?
That was great. I like grilling in the winter.
Oh, me too.
Yeah, that was great. And what else? Watched a good Dio documentary. That was cool.
Like a Ronnie James Dio?
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah. And did you see it, Ace?
Yeah,
good stuff. And what else? Watched some hockey and played with the cat. Oh, I feel like I'm worried that my cat's bored.
Right?
Was
Brought that
he
up
watching
last
the
week.
World Cup?
She's been, that she doesn't like
That'll do it.
And that France-England match was amazing.
That
You
was
didn't watch it?
incredible.
Look,
I thought
I know
England
you
was gonna
guys are
get
all
'em.
pretending you like soccer. I'm just
not
going
true.
to tell you, it's boring.
Yeah, he doesn't like soccer. He likes tough stuff, like male improv, like male a cappella groups. Excuse me.
No, I don't. I think that the whole sport is dumb. You can't use your arms. It's like having a porno movie where everyone has their pants on.
Oh my
when
gosh.
when they get tied, they do a shootout. To me,
wonder-
that's like ending. Let me just finish this point. That's like would be like ending an NFL game with a punt, pass, and kick competition.
I wonder what it would look like if they could use their hands in soccer. I bet that'd be nuts, man.
It would be like half volleyball.
Yeah, half.
I mean, I know everyone's all aboard on it. They love the thing. I just don't get it. I used to play soccer. It's fun to play. It's really boring to watch. And I think it's ridiculous that at the end of the match they just do a shootout. It's like at the end of a football game, if it's tied, they have two guys play tic-tac-toe. I mean,
shootouts are exciting. I agree with you.
No, but it's supposed to be a team sport. Now all of a sudden it's a whole different thing.
That's not true. It's not a whole different thing.
Yes, it is. Where's the
No.
team? They're standing around. They must
Goalie's
be
part
going to
of
get
the team.
popcorn.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. What team were you ever a part of?
Well, as a matter of fact, I was, of course, on the University School cross-country team. I was very proud.
Talk about a solitary. I don't think it
running
gets
in the
any
dark.
more than a.
No, I'm just saying.
You wore the same shirt as
If
the
you're
other
doing
guys.
a shootout in soccer is dumb. You're taking a team sport. All of a sudden,
No,
it
it's
becomes
not.
something different.
No.
It would be like if a baseball game would be tied. It would be like, well, tell you what we're going to do. We're going to set up a T-ball, and we're going to see who can hit the ball the farthest.
I mean, you could argue that field goals are completely different than the rest of the game in football.
Yeah,
But
that's true.
but both teams have the option to do them, and there's
Same with the shootout.
the teams are all out there. No, it's one guy against one guy.
Yes.
That's kind of what field goals are.
No, the whole team, both teams
Well, no,
are out
it's-
there. They
it's
get
not
blocked. They can do
it's-
fakes.
No,
When's
it's
the
one.
last time you saw a field goal get
I
blocked?
mean, can you do a thing in the soccer at the shoot off? Can you have the guy that's set up to kick, get the ball, pass it to the other guy, and have him kick it in?
No, but it's one-on-one.
I'm just,
What's funny is I tried to agree with you, and you completely interrupted my.
He's literally no fun. It's so frustrating.
I don't know
go
why.
ahead. Both of you guys. You go ahead. Go ahead.
Speaking of crabby old guys,
Your point of view is what?
No, I think in something like the World Cup, as important it is, they should continue to play regular.
Yeah, but
Why do you
they'd be
think your
there all
cat is
day.
bored?
She was exhibiting some symptoms of being bored, and I looked it up, and sure enough, she had like 5 out of the 8. So I purchased some wall shelves. I was like, I'm going to get these cat shelves that she can jump on and climb.
Sure,
and
yeah.
All these, it has stairs. It has a suspension bridge.
Oh,
at
my
one point.
gosh.
well,
And
broken
so-
plaster and drywall canisters. About 2 hours later.
Everything was fine. There was only one trip to the hardware store, and that's because the hardware that now comes with things when you purchase them, say shelves or
Right.
things, is so cheap and shoddy that I had to go buy my own screws for these. You know what I mean?
Really?
It's gotten so bad, and we could blame whoever you like, China, and you can also. So
I was going to say China. Okay, sorry.
I put these things up Friday night and Saturday morning, and she hasn't touched them.
Can I ask, you said your cat was exhibiting signs of being bored. What are those signs?
Overly vocal, meowing for no reason, a lot.
She wants out.
What's that?
She wants out.
She can't go out.
Yeah, she's not I'm not letting her be an outdoor
Is she
cat.
neutered?
Yeah, she's spayed. Spayed, yeah.
Okay. I don't know.
Neutered, males get neutered.
Do you spritz the shelving thing with some kind of catnip so she gets a?
Oh, there's a good idea.
No, I've put treats on it and stuff, and some of her toys, and
She's just ignoring it.
oh yeah.
There'll come a day when she'll go, oh,
That's what I
what's
think.
that?
I think so.
Yeah.
Is there
Oh,
any
yeah.
chance the shelves came in a box and she just loves the box by any chance?
I mean, that normally happens, yeah, which I think is great. Any box I get now, I can
Have
put.
you thought about one of those cat dominiums? They're like 8 foot tall with the different levels. And
I have I have 2 cat condos.
Cat condos?
And she loves those. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
So we'll see. We'll see.
She's spoiled.
If not, I can just put plants on these things, and it'll look just as it'll
There
look
you
nice.
go. Yeah.
good. Speaking of plans,
Yes.
we got some interesting marijuana news coming up a little bit later on this morning. I'll play just a little bit of this for you as a teaser. This is an official government jingle from the government of Jamaica.
Oh.
Listen carefully here.
Good ganja sense. Learn more your ganja, just be smart with it. Good ganja sense. Good ganja sense. We have many uses for the cannabis.
It's called Good Ganja Sense, and that is the new campaign from Jamaica's Ministry of Health.
Oh.
We'll hear more about that later, but
They
it
have
kind of
many
reminded
uses
me
for
of something from Mr. Godwin, a new. Is this a Christmas song?
Yeah. 'Twas the night before Christmas. Oh, and Santa's in a daze. He's all laid back and mellow and acting awful strange. Was there something in those cookies in Boise? I don't know. But Santa's saying hi, hi, hi instead of ho, ho, ho. Oh, Santa seems buzzed this Christmas. Did he eat something by mistake? He had some milk and cookies. Now Santa Claus looks baked, yeah. Oh, Santa Claus looks baked. This old Saint Nick wasted. Did he eat off the wrong plate? He's laughing for no reason. Says the presents might be late. Oh, what was in those cookies? Santa's dancing in the snow. And he keeps on saying ha, ha, ha instead of ho, ho, ho. Santa seems buzzed this Christmas. His eyes are red as Rudolph's nose. He stopped at White Castle twice already. Might have the munchies, I suppose. Oh, Santa seems buzzed this Christmas. And I think I know the cause. Baroop was there ganja in those cookies. Oh, better call Mrs. Claus. Better call Mrs. Claus.
Oh, thank you very much. A little tribute. Santa got the marijuana cookies this year. We have Mr. McGee back in the studio. What's going on over there?
Brock Purdy, Miss Purdy, from
Nutty Professor.
Nutty Professor, Miss Purdy.
Don't just do something. Sit there.
Brock Purdy threw 2 touchdown passes and ran for another. You know, he's Mr. Irrelevant. Last person picked in the NFL draft.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's the starting quarterback for the San Francisco 49ers. And San Francisco's defense took care of everything else, and Tom Brady's Bay Area homecoming had to come up with 100 tickets, Tom, for friends and family for Tom. The San Francisco 49ers win 35-7 over Tampa Bay. And here's Tom Brady after the game. Judge for yourself.
You know, look, that's with NFL. You play a really tough game. You play a tough team on the road. They're physical. They're tough. They kicked our ass. It's the reality of this sport. And every time you take the field, you have the opportunity to get your ass kicked or to kick ass. And obviously, we're on the wrong end of it today.
Mr. Eloquence.
Hey,
Thank you, Tom.
made a good point.
Well
Yeah,
done there,
that's
Tom.
got to be one of the hardest things ever.
He got
Hey, you lost real bad. Now go talk to those guys.
he got hit real hard.
Well,
Did he?
also, like Tom Brady's a certain age. If
5
I wanted
or
to watch
6.
a 47-year-old get his ass kicked, I'd go to a boxing class at a YMCA. Right? It's too much at this point.
It's
He I don't know why. I don't know why. There's nobody will say this. He shouldn't be playing. He's going to get hurt real bad, and he's just competitive, and he should be out there. It's amazing. It's getting to the point where nobody's going to say anything because it's Tom Brady, and he's going to get his head taken off, and he's going to go into the blue tent, and then you're going to see an ambulance, and the game's not going to end because he's passed away in the blue tent. I'm telling you.
I saw a story over the weekend where they're talking about another year for
They
him.
want him to play another year.
With
the 49ers because it's his hometown team. Let's
With the
put
49ers
Let's put
now.
Josh out there at quarterback.
I really love it when you call them the 49ers. Where did you hear that?
I can't tell you. It might have been a stand-up.
I wouldn't have been a good quarterback at 21.
Oh, well, certainly, but I think you know what I'm trying to say.
Yes, of course.
I think any of us at our peak, if
I don't know.
tackled on an NFL field, would be taken off in an ambulance.
Godwin was real good.
I might have been okay.
Yeah,
I might
I
have
bet
been okay
Chick could take a hit.
I think
got
at
my
the NFL level, these athletes are.
I might have been all right.
Hey, so what kind of athlete were you growing up?
I was on the tennis team, and I tried out for football.
So anyway, Tom,
You didn't make it.
I didn't want to play.
Oh, okay. All right.
So a conscientious objector. Eh?
Yeah.
I'll try
but
it out.
I don't want to.
So you.
Yeah, I was incredible.
Did you
They wanted me to
purposely
play.
suck at the tryouts, so you didn't have
No.
to?
I could have been on the team,
Yeah.
but they wanted me to play a position I didn't want to play.
Oh, wow.
What did you want to play?
Kicker?
Ah,
Do you kick soccer style?
No, I was straight on.
soccer style. Kicking soccer
I
style.
don't think Chicken was the first. Jan Stenerud was the first to.
Nope, it was one of the Gogolaks, I'm pretty sure.
Pete
Charlie or Pete Gogolak. And they were responsible for the merger because the Bills had the Gogolak and the Giants signed him away and the NFL got mad at the AFL. But that's another story, Tom. for another morning.
Who was the last straight-on kicker? Was it
Mark Mosley, I think.
Sounds right.
Okay.
For my
Of course, when I grew up, it
my
was
boys.
Lou the Toe Groza, Willie.
Yeah.
Lou Groza.
that was also it was also known as the Dark Ages of nicknames, actually. Lou the Toe, Rosa.
It's a good nickname.
George the Wing Blanda.
Yeah, sure. Johnny Hands.
There was a guy named the Claw, and I can't remember who it was, but he was the Catawba Claw.
Wow.
Yeah.
That sounds like a wrestling thing.
Yeah, it does.
No, I think he was a wrestler, and it just followed him when he played football, so they called him the Claw.
Okay, all right, good move.
Field.
Good to know.
Yeah.
You got the sports teaser.
Yeah,
you got another
I got
quick
a
story
teaser,
there?
if that's a word. Well, real quick, the Los Angeles Chargers defense got the best of the Dolphins, and Tua did not play very well. Los Angeles beat Miami 23-17 last night at SoFi. Chargers move into position for the final AFC playoff berth.
Tua, tongue of viola?
No, but I blown a trumpet or two. I can tell you that. Thank you.
Hey, you guys working together. I like
Yeah.
that.
More
Going on the road, you two?
And one team made the playoffs. I'll tell you, one team made the NFL playoffs. It's
Already?
official. yesterday. I'll tell you who it is.
Real quick, I think we have time for this. The Tua was actually in a news story, not really sports related. It was the most mispronounced words of 2022.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, no, his name's not pronounced Tonga Viola. I can tell you that. That's how I remember it.
It's Tonga Vailoa, I believe.
Viola or something.
This is interesting. It's for example, the Grammy Award-winning singer who I would refer to as Adele.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
She has informed the world that her name should be pronounced Adele.
What?
Ugh.
Yeah, I don't know. This is like the Demi, what is it? Demi Moore,
Austin
Demi
Pepper.
Lovato. And
Brandon Fraser was talking about that over the weekend, that people are pronouncing his name wrong all these years.
what's his name?
It's not Fraser, it's Fraser.
Really?
Okay. Well, they've got Tua.
Whatever, whale.
Tua is in here. His first name is pronounced. I'm going to give this a shot because it's really long. It's Tua Ningamanu Lepola Tung O Vai Loa.
Wow.
That was very good.
No, you know what that is? That's ridiculous.
That's how it's here in the pronouncer.
Well, you're Sparky from this day forward.
And then they've got more common things. For example, the Kiev versus Kiev thing, which has got a political twist to it.
So is it Chicken Kiev now?
I had no idea.
See, that's a fair question. And as I've asked, is it Beijing duck now, or are we still going with the Peking duck thing?
You gotta go with Peking.
Yeah,
Still go with Peking.
I had
duck.
Peking duck egg rolls over the weekend.
There you
and
go.
it said
See?
Peking.
Okay, all right, okay.
Swing America.
In any event, Tua did not have a good game.
No, he did not.
Okay, well, we'll
for the second week in a row.
Okay. On a much different note, I know how to pronounce erection. Yeah. Would you like a better one? Well, this is where Roman comes in, the digital health clinic for men, addressing a variety of sexual health needs, including what they call ED, erectile dysfunction. And Roman is offering genuine medication that helps achieve and maintain a strong erection. Roman offers also discreet wipes that can help you last 4 times longer in the sack. They also have kits for testing testosterone levels, and more. Get the details by going to the website and a new address, ro.co/BT show, because what this is all about is being the online clinic, if you will. It's all done online. You'll be hooked up with a U.S. licensed medical professional. And if medication or testing is appropriate, Roman will send it directly to your door in discreet packaging. And Roman is famous for their free 2-day shipping. Find out about it all by going to ro.co/BT show. You can achieve your personal sexual health goals. Once again, at ro.co/BT show. Get on it today. 20% off your entire first order. And if you get on it today, you could be all organized and have this, as I said, with the famous free 2-day shipping at ro.co/BT show. That's Roman. And when we come back, we'll be revisiting the sports desk. Some very weird news today involving Harvard University and something that has been developed there called vagina on a chip. So it's right there in black and white in the New York Times.
Okay.
I've heard of elf on a shelf, but not vagina on a chip. I know the first thing that comes to mind, you're all thinking, Lay's. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This NFL season, every Westwood One NFL broadcast streams live for free. Listen in the NFL app, on WestwoodOneSports.com, via Westwood One station streams, or by asking Alexa to open Westwood One Sports. If it's the NFL, it's on Westwood One. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Howdy.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hello.
Hello. There's Ace Cosby.
Howdy.
There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Coming up, of course, as I mentioned, the Ace Cosby joke of the day. Of course, we can't miss that. I'm looking forward to it. Last week, a stellar week. Wouldn't you say, Josh?
Oh, yeah. I think 5 for 5.
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah.
Very good. Very good. We'll look forward to hearing that coming up soon. But right now, we have found ourselves on the sports page with Chick McGee. Yes, sir.
Just delusional. Okay, once again, Brock Purdy, 2 touchdown passes. Niners beat Tampa Bay 35-7 to spoil Tom Brady's homecoming. Justin Herbert, 367 yards and a touchdown pass. 23-17 winners. The Chargers beat the Dolphins at SoFi last night. The Philadelphia Eagles and their quarterback Jalen Hurts, for the second straight year, the 5th time in 6 seasons, have officially made the playoffs. The league's best team go to 12-1 on Sunday. 12-1. I wonder what that one loss was.
Oh.
Let me think. Oh, yeah, Washington. That's right. MVP candidate Jalen Hurts. Sorry. MVP candidate threw for 2 touchdowns and ran for another. And yes, from the Obvious Institute, you might have guessed, a new study has found that the NFL players age faster than the rest of us. Maybe that's because they're getting their ass severely kicked.
No joke.
At least 1 day a week, if not 2 or 3 in practice. Researchers from the Harvard Medical School discovered that NFL players, oh, there they are. What are these? Oh, no, they didn't discover NFL players. I'm sorry. I didn't think Harvard would know about the NFL.
Well, look at the quarterback.
Philistine.
One of the most traveled quarterbacks in the NFL in the past 20 years.
Yes, and can you remember his name, or am I supposed to come up with what you've given
I'll give you
me?
a hint. Huge beard.
Huge beard.
He's an Harvard grad?
Yeah.
Yes, Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Oh.
And Patrick.
Fitzryan. Yeah, but he's a Harvard guy.
Yeah, very smart. Big brain. They discovered NFL players are almost 10 years ahead of the general population as far as their bodies aging. More than 20% of NFL retirees are diagnosed with, as my mother would say, arthritis. Arthritis. In their mid to late 20s compared to 5% of similar men. The former players were also more likely to have diabetes. That's Wilford Brimley. And high blood pressure.
I mean, have you seen like OJ lately? He doesn't stab like he used to.
No, he's lost it.
Yeah.
Boy.
Man.
That is rough.
So this makes Tom Brady's performance even more stellar.
Yes, he's an American hero. Yes, what a man! What an individual! What a warrior! What a self-centered jerk!
Why
I'm sorry.
Why do you dislike Tom Brady?
You know what? Here's why. Leave some for the rest of us, okay? 1 Super Bowl, that's great. 2, pretty good. 3, my gosh. 4, oh my God, that's amazing. Montana, Bradshaw, Brady. 5, well, now we're getting a 6. We're getting a little greedy here, Tom.
Jake, has this less than exemplary season of his put a blemish on? Will people remember this over everything he did before?
No. He's the Teflon quarterback. Nothing will stick to him.
Yeah.
All right.
If you watch The Last Dance, the Michael Jordan documentary, you'll notice it didn't talk about the season where he came back and played on the Wizards. You know, it just focuses on the
you're
Bulls.
right. They did
That's
it.
true. No.
That's the legacy.
Yeah.
And the Washington Wizards said, hey, what's the deal? What did we do? What's our problem? Where's the Wizards hunk for this? And Tom, I don't know if we've talked about this before, but they did a piece on ESPN over the weekend about Taylor University in Upland, Indiana. They have a thing every year called Silent Night.
It's very cool.
Yeah. It's very, very cool. And the student body comes dressed as it's kind of a Halloween situation, but it's always around Christmas. And nobody makes a noise until the 10th. Taylor scores their 10th, or the 10th point is scored in the game. And as soon as that happens, everybody goes nuts and storms the court, and
wow,
they have a big celebration.
It's a great tradition.
Yeah,
it's an amazing tradition. So why don't we take the show to a far off place called Taylor University and see if we could be there? We could
for
dress
Silent
up.
Night.
Yeah, we could dress up in pajamas, and
we're doing a pajama dress up here on Friday.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, maybe that's what I meant. Close enough. That's
I'm against this. I think it's ridiculous.
Does it remind you of your show?
No, there's
the silent part.
No. There they break the silence. At my shows, that rarely happens. I don't think they should be taking such a solemn carol, such a Silent Night about discovering, the baby Jesus.
I don't think they remember.
I was thinking about this the other day when I was watching Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 3. But
it was disrespectful?
Yes.
Well, isn't that interesting?
I think it's a great tradition.
Yes, it's very cool.
Very, very cool. Bravo.
Good party.
That's fun. That's got to be a lot of fun.
Did you? Can you remember of any parties that you and the boys there at Columbia there and Manhattan? Do you guys ever annually like a big party? Or do you like
annually?
Yeah, was there an annual toga party, or was there an annual?
Tom, you must come over. Decker is reading T.S. Eliot and only his Sperry's.
You simply must.
Was there an Elliot Sperry's party?
No.
Naked except for a pair of Sperry's?
Nothing.
Are you
exciting.
sure?
Yeah, there were no.
Nothing?
Nothing very formal, really.
Or maybe.
The only thing I remember was an orientation. There's a boat that goes around the island of Manhattan. It's the Circle Line tour.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yes,
which I
of course.
highly recommend. It's really cool. You go down the Hudson River and around. You go around obviously the East River and the Harlem River. It goes around the island, and it's a nice touristy thing. Well, they did one in which they had a band on there, so that was really cool. And I just remember one of the women that was an engineer sitting in a huge pile of her own vomit. I'll never forget it. Every time I would see her, I just picture her sitting there, a little too much sangria, I think. Right there on the deck.
You've never vomited. You've never drank and vomited.
No, I'm just saying. That sort of stuck with me.
You didn't feel bad for this?
Yes,
woman?
of
You
course.
Didn't try to help her.
It was just awful. I mean,
Yeah,
stuck on a boat.
She was the
seasick.
Oh, God.
She was the engineer of the boat.
No, she was an engineering student. At School of Engineering.
And also, I don't want to promise because, of course, as we all know, Tom's the captain of the ship. But if he'll allow me, on Friday, our annual Christmas show, I will tell the Christmas kitten story. And only because I bring this up, we get it every day now. This time of year, we get 4 or 5 emails wanting me to recount the Christmas.
Of course they
kitten
do. These
story.
are from our competition. They want us people to change the channel.
People love this story. Because it's a cat, for starters, so it really doesn't mean anything.
I think this story explains a lot as to how you feel about cats now.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
But we always had cats. I had cats growing up. My mom loved cats.
That explains.
And you guys can do the math wherever you are right now. Like to.
This is Psychology 1, Day 1. Okay, thank
There
you.
we have
coming up, we have Santa in sports. We have the country of Jamaica with a Good Ganja Sense campaign trying to promote ganja internationally. Oh, the weirdest story out of how to count your birthday in South Korea. This is fascinating to me. And then we have...
They're just lying.
It's a weird thing.
But it's
weird.
It's a weird legal thing. And then...
you come out to shoot. That's your birthday. Boom. Birth.
We've got some interesting news in the world of erectile dysfunction medications that I think you'll find fascinating when we return. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Text us at 888-262-8661. More Bob and Tom next. State law.
This episode is brought to you by Coffee Mate. After watching this season of the HBO's original series, The White Lotus, this is the tropical getaway I needed. One more pina colada, please.
Hey, you're not on mute.
Oh, I thought I was in paradise. Turns out it was my Coffee Mate. Coffee Mate pina colada and Thai iced coffee flavored creamers. Inspired by the newest season of HBO's original series, The White Lotus. For the love of coffee. Try now.
Here at the Almond Joy Factory, where tropical vibes abound, we use soft, fresh-tasting coconut.
The crunchiest almonds and delicious chocolate candy.
Ah, but do you know what our most important ingredient is? Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Sometimes you don't.
Almond Joy's got nuts and something even way better than that. Yes, Almond Joy is made with almonds and joy.
Shemazel. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Our blatant hostility for each other is never as just wonderful and warm as it is this time of
shut
year.
up.
There's Christy Lee at the news desk. There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Chick.
He's having kitty cat trouble. There's Ace Cosby.
I'll treat you.
Manning the track phone hotline hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
I'm Chick McGee. And there's Tom
I
Griswold.
couldn't be happier I got a cat. I love her.
You should do what I do with it. Last time I had any access to a cat, I just opened the door.
No way, man.
I think you need another one.
That's what I'm thinking, too.
Run free.
Maybe Santa will bring you another one.
You know, record this. Tom Griswold has given me so much great advice over the years. He really has. But the best advice, he told me to get a dog. And then he told me to get another dog. And it was the best advice I've ever gotten.
Yeah.
Best thing you can do for your dog is buy him a dog.
Yeah, because they need a friend.
Yep.
Unless they hate each other.
Dumbest thing you can do is
buy a puppy.
When you're packing up a house to move and it's muddy outside, have 2 brand new white puppies. Mm-hmm. One of them had to have a bath over the weekend. Now, we have a lot going on, but I want to recommend something for...
It makes me smile because it's all your fault. You know, it's not like anyone pushed you to do this.
No, and you should probably start leaving out the fact that your new dogs are all white.
Well, they are.
Well, I know, but where you live and who you are doesn't make it sound very good. Oh, my dogs, of course, are all white.
Oh, just
Right, those heat to the dark dogs, I can tell you that.
I've had a number of dogs. They typically golden retrievers, my favorite breed.
Let's change the topic. Does Tom need some candles to go with his PJs for Friday?
Oh.
That's from...
Do you have the kind of PJs with the butt that flaps down?
You know.
I don't know.
If you hear a noise outside, who goes there?
Oh, the long gown?
No, so we're going to be wearing pajamas on the show for a special edition of this show on Friday from Pajamagram.
So you don't know what pajamas you got?
I don't know.
Didn't you pick them out?
Well, no, I have ordered a bunch of pajamas from Pajamagram over the years. In fact, I got everybody the Santa Claus pajamas. Mine, by the way, I've got them out right now. I suppose.
Oh, cool.
I may wear those.
Yeah, that'd be great.
I've got them already. So.
Very cute.
Now, I just want to say a couple quick things about a little plug or two here. New Year's Eve, Willie G. and Greg Hahn, the Diamond Joe Casino in Northwood, Iowa. for a great New Year's Eve show. Kostaki is going to be at the Acme Comedy Club in Minneapolis. And I believe, Mr. Pat Godwin will be at Comedy Off-Broadway in Lexington for a New Year's Eve show. That'll be a lot of fun. And speaking of Comedy Off-Broadway in Lexington, Josh Arnold is there coming up this weekend.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yeah, Jeff Oskey will be with me.
All right, and it's going to be, is that just Friday and Saturday?
And Sunday.
Oh, and a Sunday show.
Yeah.
That'll be cool. Okay, well, some great stuff happening out there. And I know that Saturday, December 21st, it's Tommy Gunn's Bistro in Grand Island, Nebraska with Reno Collier.
All right.
Who will be our guest coming up. And then Richmond, Virginia at the Sandman Comedy Club, it will be Greg Warren. And we'll be talking to Greg later on this morning.
Cool.
We now return to the sports page with Chick McGee.
Well, no one asked, but let's take a look at the shoeing of the week for the weekend, shall we?
Yes, I was wondering about this.
Thank you, Josh. Thank you for your interest. My double shock of the week came in, the Lions -3 over Minnesota. The Lions won that game outright by, I think it was 9 or something like that. Then Dallas minus the 17. That's the one I took against the Houston Texans.
Right.
1-10 at the. Well, the Houston Texans are 1-11 this morning. They did lose to Dallas, but in the last couple of minutes, Houston was winning that game, and I think Dallas won by 4.
Ooh.
So as you could see, if I would go to any reputable bookmaker and say, "Look, I had Dallas minus 17."
Yeah,
but they only won. It was only 4. So if you could do me a solid, give me another 14 points, I think he would understand.
Oh,
I
really?
think so. Yeah. And that's my reasoning also for Tennessee minus the 4 against the Jaguars. I had that, and Jaguars win that game. So you can see that all fell apart. But then I did have San Francisco minus the 4 versus Tampa Bay. San Francisco wins that game by a big margin. So. The shoe-in for the weekend 3-2, and now the season record 33-35. Just that close. Just that close. And now
that's still good, man.
Double shock tonight's game, and you'll be right at
Christy. What a great idea!
Yeah, let's not do that.
Don't listen to these devils,
Mr. and Mrs. Devils.
You could even do a quadra shock and be ahead of the game.
No, we don't want to go crazy.
New York City officials are banning pickleball from being played at West Village Playground.
About time.
Following a turf war with neighborhood children.
I'm seeing a new West Side Story. Dancing, holding pickleball rackets. Punk kids.
You know, by the way, Christy and I were talking about our love of the television show Yellowstone.
Yes.
And you looked at us in your haughty way, and you said, what is that, a soap opera? And I can't think of a bigger soap opera than West Side Story, okay? Can you?
Hey, West Side
or
Story.
Romeo and Juliet. It's Billy Shake's fault. He came up with soap operas, okay?
I was just asking. I've only episode I watched part of it.
I watched one episode, and he's talking about it, and I said,
part of one.
Yeah, and I said, what? There are no trailers?
Yes, a bunch of guys in a
living in
bunk. There were a bunch of guys that left the bunkhouse and started shooting up a trailer.
That's what.
Well,
see, that's what I said, Pat.
If you can't have a clear and concise opinion of what the show's about after seeing that, I can't. I don't.
I was just confused as to who was who. I obviously
maybe
have to
you
start
should start season 1.
Yeah, I don't have that kind of time.
I can't imagine you watching anything now and becoming involved with it. What's the last movie you watched that you're just
last show that I watched like this? I watched all of Breaking Bad when I was sick. I watched The Americans, great show.
You were sick a year and a half ago.
Well, I've been busy.
So on a Saturday night, you don't
the
kick
show
back.
that's been recommended for me to watch is called The Bear.
It's very good.
I've never even heard of it.
No, you know what I've learned to do. You did it wrong, Pat. I feel like it's very good. You can't say it's very good because he'll start. Well, are there people in it? Well,
apparently,
that seems like that's been done. I don't know.
It's about a restaurant. Is that right?
Very Anthony Bourdain kind of.
Yeah,
Okay.
I can't imagine you'll like it though because it centers around the Italian beef sandwich, and I feel like that's too foreign for you to enjoy.
And this talking bear.
And it's on
along, and he said,
then he'll love it.
And it's on Hulu. Can you find that?
Can I have a beef sandwich? I'll gladly pay you tomorrow for a beef sandwich today.
Well, I'll look forward to it.
It borrows from a lot of other pop culture.
Sure.
So I'm sorry. Could we get back to the pickleball situation? This sounds serious.
According to New York Post, Corporal John A. Saravelli Playground featured 2 courts dedicated to pickleball, but adults began setting up their own nets and courts in children's play areas.
Oh, well, then the adults are in the wrong here.
Sounds like it. Following complaints from frustrated parents of kids who had been pushed out of the playground.
So were they putting the pickleball courts where there were basketball courts?
The parks, I don't
Where
want.
there was
it
playground
does
equipment.
It's not that clear as to. The Parks Department put up a sign prohibiting pickleball.
Sounds like a big deal.
Oh, my gosh.
The sign also directs pickleball players to other courts nearby.
Well, that's nice.
Wow.
Wow. Sports coming up.
Okay, thank you very much.
Tom will still be
I mean,
here.
pickleball is, I don't know if they can ban it from that park. From what I understand, it's very popular. It is their bread and butter. But it is one of those things that may... These jokes not kosher for you?
Hey, there we go.
Problem.
What's the deal with pickleball?
Dill's already been used, doesn't count. Although I did relish the attempt.
Wow.
Anybody else want to do some work?
That was jarring. the discussion.
Jarring is hilarious.
So that was 5 pickle jokes. That's a Brine number. Nothing on that one.
Lazy. Nothing there.
Immediately shaking your head. Can't even play ball for a second.
Coming up
They're all just gherkins.
There we go.
By Christie's request, when we come back, we're going to feature some of the Bob and Tom Christmas classics.
Okay.
Also, we have a Santa in the news. We have Santa in sports news coming up.
Ho, 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 ho.
And then we have an interesting, I find this fascinating. Researchers think this may be one of the oldest carvings of its type that has kind of a narrative scene in it. 11,000 years old.
Whoa.
The earliest born.
And and of course, it's carved in stone, and one of the guys has his male member in his hand. So maybe he's the guy that discovered it. I thought I did in 8th grade.
Carve what you know.
Anyway, coming up on Friday, it's the Pajamagram show.
Yeah.
Did you guys know that?
And guess what? Christy Lee's going to be wearing. Are you going to wear those naturally nude pajamas?
I am. Yes.
No, tell me more about the naturally nude pajamas.
They are the softest, most amazing thing I've ever had on my body. I'm not joking. And I especially love the robe because the robe tie is already built in, so you never lose the tie to your robe. It is so nice.
What
You're
is the
gonna
word
love
for
it.
that again, Josh?
Obi. O-B-I.
Okay.
Sash.
Naturally nude pajamas leave nothing to the imagination.
Really?
You're going to want to watch on Friday.
So the idea, fellas, is you can, at the touch of a button, get these naturally nude pajamas for your lady friend.
And she'll love them, and you'll love them.
All right.
Yes,
Tell me
very
more.
much. Well, order today, and Pajamagram will include a free matching naturally nude nightie. That's a $75 saving on the best-selling holiday gift. She'll love the feeling of wearing next to nothing at all. And if you order today, you get that free $75 nightie. Best of all, Pajamagram does the wrapping for you with free gift packaging. And a year filled with the unexpected. Get her something she can count on. But you need to order today because last year they sold out before Christmas. Here's what you do, guys. Go to Pajamagram.com right now.
Does music help?
That's Pajamagram.com to order her the naturally nude pajamas. Tell them your friends at the Bob and Tom Show sent you.
All right, thank you very much. The naturally nude pajamas.
Yes.
All right, and they've got also fun pajamas for the kids and for the adults. The Santa Claus pajamas and more. Get all the details at Pajamagram.com. Get that done right now. When we come back, like I said, we've got the Skiing Santa and some Bob and Tom Christmas classics. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Good night, itchy eyes. Good night, sudden sneeze. Good night to your symptoms of allergies. Xyzal is the allergy medicine you take before bed. It provides powerful relief while you rest your head. Not just all night, but all the next day. Xyzal keeps working, keeping allergies at bay. And without those annoying symptoms disturbing your rest, you can wake up the next morning feeling your absolute best. Remember, be wise all. Take Xyzal at night.
Hey, Fidelity. How can I remember to invest every month?
With the Fidelity app, you can choose a schedule and set up recurring investments in stocks and ETFs.
Oh, that sounds easier than I thought.
You got this.
Yeah, I do. Now, where did I put my keys?
You will find them where you left them.
Investing involves risk, including risk of loss. Fidelity Brokerage Services, LLC, member NYSE, SIPC.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hola.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hello there.
There's Ace Cosby.
Aloha.
Manning the track phone hotline hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
I'm Chick McGee.
To be in Hawaii.
Aloha indeed. And here's Tom Griswold.
Get that volcano going right now.
It's slowing down, though. Good news.
You know, they were saying on the news there wasn't anything they could do with the lava.
Not.
Well, of course not.
They're going to catch it.
We tried shoveling it.
Yeah.
They melted.
Lost a lot. I pay my taxes, right? And the government stop it, huh?
You know that lava is crazy hot.
Silly.
Now, what did we learn? What did we learn?
What did we learn?
Yes, we did.
About
the
what?
difference between magma and lava.
I don't think.
Do you remember the difference?
I don't believe. If he's the one who told us, I don't believe.
No, we looked it
him
up.
and his OB. Come on.
Remember? The difference is...
Learned that from many crosswords. Magma is underground. Lava
is in the air. So as we all learned, lava's in the air.
Oh, that's what you wanted.
You're just setting us up. We weren't even having a conversation.
You almost ruined your own joke trying to be a smart ass.
Yeah.
Lava's in the air. La, 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 la. That's not sweet? Okay, thank you very much. Well, there's the phone. Well, this will help.
Well, this should be interesting. Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Well, this is Dick Hitzwater sitting in for Jilly Ode St. Nick. That's right. And this is some other news. Yeah. Well, according to numerous reports, people have been leaving Twitter because they're unhappy with Elon Musk. Now, those people are looking for a new home where they can have meaningful interaction with others. Here have been several new specialized social media and social interaction sites developed in the last year. Here are some of them. A site named TikTok contains only videos that explore the humorous adventures of the 60 Minutes staff when they're off work.
Oh, that makes sense.
If you're looking for a place to see Scott Pelley wearing a Speedo and eating cheese sandwiches, this is it.
Oh, finally.
Or check out YouTube Top if you want to watch very large hillbilly women wearing skimpy clothing while they shop at Walmart. Naked mermaids your thing? Well, you'll find loads of them on OnlyFins. Forget watching your friends on Twitch when you can stream people being turned in by friends and loved ones on Snitch. Tired of spending your days working when you really just want to take a rest and look at your friends' pictures of their cats? Then sign up for Sit on My Facebook.
What does that have to do with it?
Want to watch fellow employees build houses out of tiny wooden sticks? Then be sure to add them on LinkedIn logs. Are you chronically fatigued but have enjoyable moments to share? Then you should join Snapchat. If you're constantly complaining under your breath about everything you experience and wish to share your muted discontent with the world, try Mumbler.
Yeah.
It's like Tumblr.
It's like are you an elderly man who wants to see cheesecake photos of women in your age group? It's not Pornhub. Check out Porn Hubba Hubba.
Oh.
And if you're an elderly woman who wants to see topless old men in seductive poses, you want to check out Instagrampa. Yeah, that's enough. This is Dick Hitzwater sitting in for Jilly Old St. Nick, and this has been Some Other News.
Thank you, Dick. It's time now to return to the sports page.
It's all downhill for 300 skiing Santas, a Grinch, and a Christmas tree.
Oh, yeah?
Multiple Santa Clauses. Is that the plural for Santa Claus?
Clauses?
Just Clauses?
I guess.
Santa Clau?
Clyde?
Anyway, they took to the ski slopes of Maine. You ever ski in Maine, Tom? In Maine?
No, I've never skied in Maine.
Oh, some of the best skiing in the world. They
I
say.
imagine it's a great
They
place. It's
say,
beautiful,
yeah.
beautiful place. I know that.
They say you've never really skied unless you've skied in Maine.
They sure
That's
do.
what I've heard.
Can't call yourself a skier.
No.
Okay.
You're just half-assing if you haven't skied in Maine.
Put that on my list. I know that. Many great places.
Yeah.
Steamboat, of course.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Steve,
Your posery. Yes, me.
Steve,
Never skied, yeah.
Steve King skis in Maine.
Oh, Stevie King.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Sometimes dead is better.
Why Kennedy?
That was.
That's right. I mean, I know Jackie was probably insufferable, but still. More than 300 people dressed as Santa and at least one Grinch, looking at you, Griswold, dashed down the mountain at the Sunday River Ski Resort.
Oh, yeah.
This year's Santa Sunday event raised $7,500 for a local charity.
I would have figured Santa'd be more of a sled guy.
I would have too.
You know?
Yeah.
Maybe he just gets tired of driving the sled.
Yeah.
And, for a change of pace, I'm going to put on my boards.
He wants control.
This is kind of like the skydiving Elvises.
Yeah.
But it does ask the same question that you mentioned earlier.
What?
Yeah.
Are they the Elvi or is it Elvises?
Santa Claus?
Santa Clauses?
Santa Claus.
What would you call a group of Santas?
I don't know.
A Kringle?
Oh, that's
Perfect.
good.
A Kringle of Santas?
A Kringle of Santas?
That's very good.
That's very good. Man, you're good.
But this sounds like a happy, cheerful thing. It's not like that really depressing Sonny Bono ski-a-thon every year.
Yeah, that's
It's a tribute, yeah.
Cut down a tree.
Is that the charity football game with the frozen water bottles?
That's the
Is that what
Kennedy.
that is?
Didn't we lose a Kennedy that way?
Yeah, that was-
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Worse, he dropped the ball.
Oh,
He
jeez.
did not make the catch.
Man.
Sometimes dead is better.
A bit of it.
Extra seat in the chairlift.
Yikes.
I'm sorry.
An Australian woman has... Oh, geez, what am I doing? Stupid world record. An Australian woman has run a record breaking 107 marathons in 107 days.
A Sheila, they like to be called.
Murray Bartlett began running from Cape York, Australia to Melbourne, which arguably is like 12 miles.
Boy, and she's got... Have you seen pictures of her? The boobs. Talk about a Bartlett pear.
Have you seen a picture of her?
No, I haven't.
I don't think
You
that's
might wanna-
correct.
You might want to lean more toward lumber.
Your joke there.
Her achievement,
Very slender gal.
earned her the Guinness World Record title
Well,
for
if
running.
you're running a marathon a day, you're not going to be very heavy.
Yeah, you kind of shake those things off, don't you?
Yes.
It's the title for running the most marathons in a row by a woman.
Ah.
I don't know what the male record is, but I'm sure it's way farther out there.
Whoa.
It's also the record time for not needing to have a job. You know, what the hell? I always wonder about some of these people. What do they do for money?
Trust fund or their spouse is
You want to get out of the? You want to get out of the channel and help me with?
Chick, you think you could be a kept man?
Oh yes. Absolutely.
You want to think about that for a minute?
Absolutely.
How much would you put up with to be a kept man? Like if you, let's say you had to do all the chores.
That'd be fine.
Okay.
I could be a house husband.
Really?
Sure. Why not?
And I bet you'd have nice snacks for when the lady gets home. You know,
Darn
you'd have a
right.
spread
Put your
for her.
feet up, stuff like that.
Cook dinner every night?
Sure.
You're probably a good cook already, right?
Heck yeah. I'm
Oh,
not
boy.
bad.
I'm with you. Easily.
You could
Just
do it?
easily. Do it. Boom.
And not only that, I'd enjoy it.
Really?
Yeah.
Feet rubbing? You like
I'd
to rub
cut
feet?
coupons. I'd do the whole thing.
Stay home with
I'd
the
embrace
baby.
it.
Yeah.
I'd embrace the hell out of it.
Really?
Feed grapes.
Don't you think you would? You know, give someone else control.
I think you would kind of like it.
There's
Take care of the
no
kids and the
way.
dogs.
I mean, I as it is, I do a lot of cleaning myself. of
yeah,
course.
I would
Yeah.
think so.
I have standards.
You know,
rules.
considering
Right.
you are in a relationship when asked the question we were asked.
Tom, have you?
You replying, well, I might as well, as it is right now.
Yeah.
That's not really a good reply.
Have you ever shown a housekeeper how to do something?
Of course.
You know, it'd be more effective
If you went this way instead of going to the right.
Or do you just do it yourself after they're
I just
gone? Yeah.
There's a lot of things I like to do. I have a system for the dishes. And
Sure.
Like things done
the
a certain
shower.
way. Here's where stuff goes.
I have a follow-up. Have you have you ever reached an opinion about someone or some issue after thinking about it, or has it always all been snap judgment?
Oh, no.
No. Don't tell me this. I don't believe you. Everything is based on a name or
a haircut,
or a car they're driving, or.
Well, certainly, it saves a lot of time coming to quick conclusions.
Now, when you guys go skiing, are you traveling together?
No.
Oh, well, daggone it.
Willie's coming out after I get there.
Because isn't that your favorite game to play with the Griswold children? Hey, look at this guy. Is that your favorite?
Yeah.
To Tom's, you know what though? Books can be judged by covers. You know what I mean?
Sure. Yeah.
That's why books have covers.
That's why I had.
If it didn't matter,
I pick a book.
yeah. You walk into Barnes and Noble, there'd just be coverless books.
Yeah.
People aren't books though. Okay, they're people.
No, they're not nearly as interesting.
I think we all make judgments.
Ladies, if you want to talk to me at a bar, you better be more interesting than Stephen King. All right?
Whoa,
kidding me with this?
That's quite a.
I could be doing anything else.
Yikes!
That's the problem with phones. Listening to you.
What do you mean? That's the problem with phones?
That's why you see people sitting around at the dinner table and they're all staring at their phones because their phone's got more that they want. It's more
Is that
interesting.
a thing that people have or a thing that you just have?
I put my phone away at dinner.
Yeah.
I leave it in the other room.
Yeah, that's a good move.
That is a good move.
Yes.
We had that rule.
You're to be praised.
No, I'm just saying
a championing and taking your phone in the other room.
I remember we were at this beautiful resort a few years ago, and there was a table next to us. There were about 10 people, every one of them staring at a phone.
Yeah.
There was a gorgeous Caribbean Sea right there to look at.
Yep.
They were probably just Facebooking their friends going, look where I am and you aren't. I'm better than you.
My office for the week.
Want to see my toes?
In the sand.
Trope.
Didn't they have on Instagram? Isn't that the most photographed feet looking out in the ocean or something?
I think so.
Right. Yeah. I wonder who did that first, and I got totally ripped off.
I started a trend.
It's nice. It's nice.
Jimmy Buffett.
Sorry. Is that sports?
No, it is.
Sorry.
It is not.
Stupid world record.
I don't think we gave this enough.
We didn't
Pre-sell.
What?
Oh, I thought you meant the woman running the marathon. We didn't really give her the respect she probably.
Well, no, that too, of course. Yes. She says she's not finished. She's going to run another marathon.
107 days in a row.
107 days in a row.
That's a lot. Yeah.
A man in Malaysia broke the Guinness World Record.
Malaysia.
For the fastest time to assemble a Mr. Potato Head.
Well, wait a minute. There are many ways you can assemble a Mr. Potato Head.
It's up to the owner.
Yeah.
And by the way, today it's Potato Head. Remember.
Oh.
They've taken the gender out of it.
What?
Oh, it's
Remember
not
that?
Mr. or Mrs.
Yeah,
it's
they
just
said they-
Potato
yeah.
Head.
I thought there was a Mrs. Potato Head.
There was.
Now it's just a Potato Head.
It could be Mr. and Mr. Potato Head.
I'm very fired up about it. I think that vegetable toys need to be one gender, all right? I'm furious about it. The mustache.
But I thought...
Mr. Lim Kai Yi and his brother Yippee Kai. No. This guy earned the title after assembling the toy in 5.43 seconds.
Wow.
Now, there must be some sort of guideline.
There has
for
to
this,
be.
Because my potato head don't have a nose or something.
Yeah.
He can do that.
What,
I'm old
eyes,
school. I
ears,
liked it when you
nose,
took
mouth?
when you took a potato.
Did you have
Wait a
Mr.
minute.
That is old school.
I guess
I never
I
had
missed
that.
I missed that, but
Yeah.
did you have the Mr. Potato Head with
No potato?
You just had to buy your own potato, and it
Yeah,
had
you took a potato, then the PETA people got all over it, and the next thing you know...
Why would the PETA people be upset
Oh, I
about a
see.
potato?
I see. I thought we were having a conversation.
There was
You're doing a bit.
Yeah.
There was a time also where a lot of kids in Ireland went, what are we supposed to do with this? Awful famine, you see.
Very, very
It
hungry.
started by the British, by the way.
Very,
Look that
very
up.
hungry.
They have every reason to hate them.
Oh,
Yeah.
what's wrong with you today?
Don Rickles did the voice of Mr. Potato Head, am I right?
Yeah, you are right.
Yep.
Do you remember when the potato head pieces were put on a tortilla in, I think, part 3?
Oh, God.
Hilarious.
I don't think I saw part 3.
Oh, jeez, you must.
You didn't see the Mr. Potato Head going into the fiery furnace, holding hands as they were
Was that in part 3?
I think
Spoiler.
so.
Oh, then I did
If
see
it's not
that.
3, it's 4.
Yeah,
I saw that with a bunch of my buddies. We were all like 16. We all grew up in Toy Story, and we were all crying our little eyes out.
It was terrible.
I don't
Why
want
did
to.
they
No
do
spoiler
that?
alert, but it was Mr. Baked Potato.
So I'm sorry. This guy has the world record for assembling Mr. Potato Head. That is just sad.
Is there a video? I'd like to see it. Are we talking eyes and glasses?
Yeah, where's the
Mustache.
We don't have any guidelines of what was
All right,
used
I'll
to
find
assemble for the potato. What's an official potato head assemblage? We don't know what's required.
I mean, this makes it.
If I brought a story in like this, I'd be
kudos to
laughed out
the
of room.
Potato Head people. That toy has legs. You know what I mean? That thing has been around forever.
Doesn't have
well
legs.
done.
It more has feet, really, but.
You're right. Yes.
One time I
shoes.
watched a video.
Did they ever put like feet and legs on Mr. Potato Head?
As Willie's
Feet,
he's got
yes.
feet, but I don't think he had.
No,
Yeah,
not
no-
real long legs.
No
I
legs
think
or
he'd
no
tip
arms
over,
or
wouldn't he?
anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, you got the big wide flat feet. He could walk.
That thing's been around.
For my research, it's pretty much the main one is kind of the Groucho mustache with the hat, and sometimes the glasses. Usually no glasses, though.
The glasses didn't tend to stay on.
How many things were just ripped off from Groucho Marx? Like Bugs Bunny, this whole look? My goodness.
There he is putting it together. He's quite fast. He did it. He even puts the arms
Oh,
in.
yeah, he puts the feet on,
I mean, he
everything.
starts with nothing.
But I mean, this
guy's
isn't
a
like
hero.
Rubik's Cube where it takes some smarts.
Now,
This kid started with nothing, and then he made
Yeah.
a potato.
Yeah, this is terrific work, sir. Boy, look at him.
This will be handy. Where's this guy again?
Malaysia.
Okay, so it'll be handy to help him make my new iPhone.
And I agree with what Dan's Tom, that's very funny.
He can whip those iPhones together so quick. Okay, here's the story from the Associated Press.
I don't want. They didn't bother with this, did they?
There's no more Mr. for Mr. Potato. This is the one from a year ago.
Oh.
Mr. Potato Head, you are correct. Whoever just said this is now just Potato Head. Hasbro announced they're dropping the Mr. from the brand name.
I mean, what happened to this country? What are we going to do? How are we going to stop this?
Wow. Okay.
All right.
Vegetable toys.
The company
you said.
added it will release a new play set without the Mr. and Mrs. designations, allowing children to create their own unique versions of potato families.
But then but it has all the pieces, so you can still have the lipstick.
Hasbro later clarified the brand is changing. The actual Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head characters will still live on and be sold in stores. So this, I don't know.
Oh, there you go. They're just being super inclusive. It's okay. You can still make your Mr. Potato Head.
However, Woolly Willy, the little magnet thing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's
Woolly Willy?
That's right.
You don't remember Woolly Willy?
Let's just say they've taken the willy out of Woolly Willy.
Is that where you put the hair on the...
Yeah.
Oh, we had a Tom Griswold Woolly Willy.
It was
Remember that?
Iron filings. Yeah.
I found that in my Christmas box.
I believe Dean handmade those.
Yeah, he did.
Amazing. Okay, well, we'll come back. I think you have a tribute to this, Pat.
I just found it. We could do that when we come
tribute
back.
to Mr. Potato Head.
Oh, how nice.
And his loss of...
this all came together, didn't it?
The Mr. part when we
Finally
return.
going
We got to get some of those Bob and Tom Christmas classics on, too, we promise. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Even though we're not too much to look at, you can also watch the show on our YouTube channel.
Experience.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk. There's Pat Godwin.
Hello.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hello there.
Hello there. There's Ace Cosby manning the track phone hotline hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Willie, Austin, Texas over the weekend. Fun time?
Yeah, it's at a wedding. It was a good time.
Okay.
Good.
You eat any of that Mexican street corn off of a truck? That's my favorite thing.
I did not get any elote. I got some sort of, I got like a taco deli. It was a great place there. I got some really good tacos. That's what I aim for when I go to Austin. A lot of fun.
Oh, good tacos. That'd be a great TV show.
Good
All you do-
tacos?
Looking for tacos.
That would
I watch. I mean, it's
Yeah.
Now, I bring that up in the context of looking for potatoes because Chick McGee had an interesting news story. The new world record for putting together Mr. Potato Head?
No, Potato Head.
Just over 5 seconds.
Yeah, it's amazing. And we just saw the video. The gentleman's name is what is it? Lim Yi?
I ain't doing it again.
Lim Kai Yippee. Okay. Did you see where he lives?
Malaysia.
But where this is something interesting.
Downtown Malaysia?
No, he lives in a town called Butterworth, Malaysia.
Really?
Well, that's where the whole Butterworth family's from.
Sure.
Is that where the syrup comes from?
Mr. and Mrs. Butterworth, all the Butterworth's kids. Sure.
The thing is,
did you?
I mean, like putting a. You see that when you see the people that do Rubik's Cube real quick, that's amazing. But putting together a Mr. Potato Head, I mean, it seems like kind of a lame. It's like some guy putting together a rifle blindfolded in 3 seconds or something. That's always a great handy skill.
How many of these world records are lame?
My vote would be all of them.
Thank you, Jim.
Yeah, I would at least say many.
Yeah.
Well, in any event, if you're interested in going after the Mr. Potato Head record, but that led us to this story of the Mr. Potato Head people dropping the Mr. It's Hasbro had announced that they're dropping the Mr. from the brand name. You can do whatever you want with your potato head.
Right.
But this is good news because the LGBTQ community has now embraced just Potato Head. Because for a while there, he was a persona.
Oh boy!
Persona au gratin.
At least in that community. Yeah.
No. In any event, Hasbro, I guess, dropped the Mr. and Mrs. from the box, apparently. So you have that song.
This is the record. This is the actual record. Yeah, they're showing it to us on video here in the studio.
Okay.
And there
Quite fast. Boom. Very good. He's real good at it.
Again, this kid will be great at putting
Very
together.
fast.
This kid will be great at putting together my iPhone. Thank you.
And he looks a little old.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, Pat, you got a song for us?
I do. What have they done, Mr. Potato Head? They took the mister and left your stash and nose. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What's Hasbro done, Mr. Potato Head? They took your nuts, you're no longer a bro.
Whoa.
No, no, no. No, no, no. I can see them changing Barbie's hair and alabaster skin. When does the transition begin? What about Mr. Coffee, Mr. Peanut, and Mr. Tea? Oh, I pity the fool that takes the mister away from me. So here's to you, Mr. Potato Head. Don Rickles thinks all you guys are schmucks. You hockey pucks. So here's to you, Mr. Potato Head. You're gender neutral now with a mustache. Yeah, a mustache. No mister, but a stash.
And it's interesting that you've got reference to Mr. Coffee in there.
Yeah.
Interesting.
What's going on?
No, anyone get the interesting aspect of that?
No.
The great Joe.
One Mr. Potato Head, Mr. Coffee, I guess.
The great Joe DiMaggio.
Is in that song? Yeah.
The great Joe DiMaggio in the original song. It's "Where Have You Gone, Joe DiMaggio?"
Where'd you go?
Joe DiMaggio was the spokesman for.
It's such a long year.
Was the spokesman for Mr. Coffee.
4 more days. Get through this. You got 4 more days and 2 hours.
Someone out there in their car or truck went, "Oh, that's interesting."
What is it? 4 more? 4 more sleeps.
And then we found out last week that Joe DiMaggio apparently hung like a donkey.
Such a big hog,
Yeah.
Joe DiMaggio.
Yes.
Yeah, we know.
I know. Pete Rose in a shower in Vietnam. A man hanging off a penis. It was amazing. What a story.
That's Pete Rose. That's
Could you come back in January with new stories, please?
I
just learned that last week. I think it's fascinating.
We've been talking about Joe DiMaggio.
I don't think
having a huge bat for years.
We've heard the Pete Rose
You were
story
reminded
before,
of it
too.
last week.
And then apparently, by the way, he sent Marilyn Monroe's grave roses 3 times a week.
Okay.
That's nice.
It's a waste of money.
Probably with that Mr. Coffee money.
So Mr. Coffee, the brand, isn't out there anymore, is it?
Yeah, it is. You can still buy a Mr. Coffee maker.
Wasn't that the first coffee maker?
I think it was the first coffee maker. Yeah.
Not like the Keurig, whatever it is.
I have a Mr. Coffee iced tea maker.
Was it the first percolator?
It wasn't a percolator, was it?
It wasn't.
No, because it's a.
Maxwell House had that.
Yes, yeah.
They still have plenty of Mr. Coffees to choose from.
I bet they do.
Joe is no longer their spokesman.
Well, no. He's dead.
Great American, interesting guy.
Was it like a Cup of Joe thing? Was that the angle they were going for there? Or?
No, it was a Cup of Joe before Joe DiMaggio. I think.
Okay.
I think it was, wasn't that a World War II thing, Cup of Joe?
Old-timey thing.
I don't know.
I remember that video they had of that guy that was going to his office and peeing in the big coffee maker. And remember the story?
Oh, yeah.
They got the guy on video literally urinating into the coffee maker.
Yeah.
I'm surprised something like that hasn't happened here.
How do we know it has?
Well, I think the single serving coffee dispenser probably put an end to that thought.
But you talk about a Cup of Joe. Literally. Is that sports?
Yeah, that's sports. Although,
this is what you farted for.
Thank you, darling. What is it? World Cup tomorrow, the semifinals.
Yeah.
Four teams are still in it.
Start at 1:00 Eastern.
Morocco,
Argentina, Brazil.
France, some other places I haven't been.
Are the ratings holding up?
No, God, no. Argentina and Croatia, 2:00 our time tomorrow, and then France and Morocco on Wednesday at 2:00 our time. So there you go.
All right.
It's and then the finals are the 18th, I think, next Sunday.
Now for the final game,
next Sunday.
Can that come down to a shootout, or do they actually keep playing?
No, it's a final game shootout. Yeah.
Oh man.
They don't change the rules for the last
the rules
game.
are dumb. It's again, this, like I said, this would
Do
be
they
like
change the rules for the Super Bowl?
How many soccer fans do you think there have been over the life of the sport of soccer?
Well, billions.
Lots.
Billions.
Yeah.
Billions.
So what? They're wrong. It's dumb.
So they're wrong.
It's a boring way to. It's this again. It'd be like ending a baseball game by going, well, don't want to do any more innings. So what we're going to do is we're going to have three hitters come out and hit a T-ball. See who hits it the farthest.
Oh, that might be kind of fun.
That'd be a good time. Yeah.
I want to see, some all juiced up 12-year-olds.
Yeah.
Well, okay. So at the end of the Masters. Well, instead of a playoff, what we're going to do is we're going to have a putt-a-thon. We're going to have a stripper here spread her legs out.
Oh,
no, I like that because Tom, who's the big Tiger Woods? Tiger Woods. We've seen him be good at golf, right? I've never seen him go through a windmill.
That's right.
That's what I really want to see.
What you got?
No, Willie, I would watch that show.
Tiger
Woods Plays Miniature Golf. I would watch that.
Well, you might have to here pretty soon. He was in the what is it? It's called The Match. Him and McIlroy played over the weekend somewhere in Florida.
But I think you're missing my point here.
Tiger can barely walk, I guess, and it's not getting any better.
I feel bad for him. Yeah. He's a great golfer, but I just think it's a dumb way to end a. What do they do in the Super Bowl? What would they do if it was tied after?
They've already messed my sport up. Okay, don't talk to me. Somehow you've already ruined the NFL for me. Sudden death was sudden death. If it's tied at the next person who scores wins. If you bitch about it, you should have taken care of business during regulation.
Unfortunately, had you gone beyond early algebra, you'd understand that statistically, the team that won the coin toss was winning a disproportionately number of games.
I agree with you.
Both teams need to get the ball.
There should be sudden death in the World Cup for people other than journalists.
Wow. All right. Now we're done, and now are you happy?
You're blaming me for that? I thought of a joke. I didn't do it.
Tell me I'm wrong.
I didn't do the joke I thought of.
I might have to leave. I might have to need a police escort home.
I had a joke I chose as a matter of
pointing out the folly of holding this thing in a ridiculous country.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus.
When we come back, new show. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. The show is also out there for you on our YouTube channel. Watch and subscribe.
Hey, it's Bill Simmons from the Bill Simmons Podcast here to tell you about Michelob Ultra Courtside. It's getting fans closer to the NBA with a chance to win prizes like courtside seats, a trip to All-Star Weekend, and much more. Check it out at MichelobUltra.com/courtside. Michelob Ultra Superior Access, Courtside 24-25 sweepstakes, no purchase necessary. Open to U.S. residents 21 and up. Begins on October 1st, 2024, ends July 1st, 2025. Multiple entry periods. Visit MichelobUltra.com/courtside for free entry deadlines, and official rules. Message and data rates may apply. Void where prohibited.
Pepsid Complete knows that food is one of the best parts of game day. That is, until heartburn strikes. Thankfully, just one chewable tablet of Pepcid Complete provides dual-action heartburn relief with an antacid that starts working instantly and an acid reducer that lasts all day. So you can stay focused on that second helping of chili without worrying about heartburn. All day based on 8-hour symptom relief studies during the day. Use product only as directed.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hey, Chick.
Him and his coffee cup. There's Ace Cosby. Hey. Manning the track phone hotline hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
Morning, y'all.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
It's good to see everybody.
Likewise.
And we got this big week coming up, of course. Shopping time. And I know. Hang on, watch this. Hey, Christy, have you finished your shopping yet?
Not only did I finish my shopping, I finished all my wrapping. It's all done.
All right.
Even your present, all of your presents.
I think I'm going bag.
Didn't do one bag this. For some of the people here, I did do bags, but none of my presents under the tree. All wrapped.
I'm going to wrap family.
Man, it was a lot of wrapping.
I admittedly, on occasion, use the bag, but I feel guilty.
You do?
Yeah, it feels like
it's like when you're bowling and you put the little things up on the side.
Gutters?
Those gutter guards that they have.
The bumpers.
Yeah.
The bag is...
It's a sloppy, easy way.
You're definitely getting the bag
But
for
Chick,
me then.
aren't you a world-class rapper?
Yeah, I just don't want to do
This
it.
is one of the... Thank you, Ace. This is one of those things. I'm not sure. Do you know this, Willie? Chick McGee's one of these guys. He can eyeball a box.
Oh, sure.
Cut the paper, and he has no excess paper.
I've never said that. Don't do that.
But the wrapping itself, you're very skilled
nice
at.
and taut.
Very good.
Yes.
I don't guarantee the pattern will match, but it might.
Right.
Oh, I don't go to that extreme.
You are to gift wrapping what this guy that has the Mr. Potato Head world record is. I think it's time for you to stop being so modest.
You could be a professional gift wrapper.
I could be.
Like, let's say you worked at Kohl's and they said, hey, we offer gift wrapping. Our man Chick over here does it.
Yeah, they just look for the guy that's chewing out the customers and is very hostile, bitching about the NFL.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
So you're a Chiefs fan, huh? Oh.
Who let this guy in?
I'll
here,
use
huh?
extra tape.
Oh, you're a Chiefs fan. I'll talk slower.
No. Whoever you're going to give this to is going to love it. I promise. Yeah.
Did you buy this or shoplift this? Where's your receipt?
You're not paying for this, are you?
Let's go.
The way things are going in our country, pretty soon shoplifters will also get free wrapping. I'm not saying, I'm not saying we're looking the other way, but
yeah.
Okay, you stole it. Okay, we can't prosecute you. Of course.
Not much we can do.
But here, go here, get the free gift wrapping, please.
And you wonder why the brick and mortar stores are going away. You can't just take their stuff.
Okay, I want to clarify something. We were talking about Mr. Potato Head.
Nice.
It's a fun story. This guy's got a world record. First of all, I didn't know. We learned something today. There's a place in Malaysia there's a city called Butterworth.
Yes.
We did.
I wonder if they have like a tribute to the great Mrs. Butterworth.
I don't know.
Probably not.
I bet they do.
I don't know where Mrs. Butterworth is and all the.
Is there a politically correct problem with Mrs. Butterworth?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, sorry.
I don't know.
Is that still?
Aunt Jemima's been.
Yeah.
Which is weird because she's a real lady, from what I understand.
Yeah.
And,
but yeah, I thought Mrs. Butterworth was still out there.
Probably in the Mrs. Butterworth shaped bottle.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
seeing her
she
right
is. I think.
So that's not a problem. Anybody?
No. Feel her up? You ever feel Mrs. Butter up? Mrs. Butterworth up?
Slippery when wet, starring Mrs. Butterworth.
Hot, sweet, and sticky.
By the way, I've been packing up my house, as you know.
Yeah, we haven't heard anything about that.
And when I say I've been packing up, let's be clear here. I'm doing a lot more supervising.
You're going to be like the presidents. You're just going to leave from one house in the morning and go home to another.
No, I really am.
I'm
boxing up a lot of stuff, and it can get kind of emotional. I got to tell you,
it can. Yeah,
a lot of stuff. But it's one of those things where I wanted to wrap a present with Finn over the weekend, and I realized that we'd boxed up all the paper.
Yeah.
So, but it's fun. We're having a good time. But
keep telling yourself that.
Back to the Mr. Potato Head. Don Rickles, of course, did the great voice of Mr. Potato Head. Mm-hmm. And this is a real quick article here. Don Rickles was able to posthumously provide the voice of Mr. Potato Head for Toy Story 4. They used old voice sessions and outtakes
piece the words together.
And he had actually told his family that in the event of his death, he wanted them to do that.
Oh, that's neat.
So they had 20 years of voice sessions with Don Rickles. Can you imagine how great those would have been with just him ad-libbing stuff?
Yeah, it must have been hilarious.
I bet he was really funny.
They did. They grabbed some of his Friars Club stuff, and that was very inappropriate for the movie, though. They really shouldn't have done that. They should have known better. Right?
Blue.
Yeah.
So it's if you're curious, it's deep fake Don Rickles. But it's very, very good. And pretty soon, I mean, there are famous cases of where impressionists did voiceovers for actors who were either dead or had issues.
Right.
So, but pretty soon I think they'll have a computer where you can just type it in and hit Bogart, and it'll.
Well, you'll have me come up.
Yeah, it'll come up here. You played it for her, Sam. Play it for me. But right now, I thought we would get a little palate cleanser after the remark by Josh during the last break. If you didn't hear it.
Oh, good. Yeah, let's do it again.
Search far and wide to find it. But first.
Who's that sexy man with a deep voice? Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
I had an ex-girlfriend. She cheated on me with their deaf best friend.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear it.
Man, I should have seen the signs.
That was Ace Cosby's joke
Had he
of
seen
the
the signs?
day.
Yep. I get it now.
You know, there are plenty of signs out there that the holidays are here. Why not achieve gifting greatness when you give the gift of perfectly aged, tender, and delicious Omaha steaks? Go to omahasteaks.com. Use promo code BTS at checkout to get $40 off your order. Minimum order may be required. Ace, I'm sorry to hear about your heartbreak there.
Yeah.
It was a dark time.
Especially for the blind chick.
I think there was only a deaf chick in that show.
I was deaf.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, dear.
Trying to...
Blind is tomorrow. And hopefully Wednesday's mute.
And she didn't see it coming either. This has been a terrible show. I feel so terrible.
That would be a good joke.
This has been a terrible show.
I don't think so.
Dear Bob and Tom, actually it says dearest chick, but what the hell do I know? I've been fortunate enough to avoid having my life ruined by Tom until Friday night.
Uh-oh.
At that point, I was watching the North Dakota State versus Samford football playoff game. NDSU pulled a trick pass, and the announcer said, "Here's some razzle-dazzle by the Bison."
I love the word razzle-dazzle.
I felt my life crumple like an empty beer can. Thank you very much. I can't figure out what your name is, sir, but CW, I guess, from Hortonville, Wisconsin. They're up to their years in who's in Hortonville.
All right.
Yeah, during the Thursday night Raiders game, Al Michaels said razzle-dazzle.
Well, see, this all started when I said on the air, I really loved the term razzle-dazzle, and I was brutally attacked by everybody in here going, no one ever says razzle-dazzle, you old man.
Al Michaels says razzle-dazzle a lot. And he also got really mad at the stadium announcer. He kept, whose house is it? Rams house. Al Michaels got real crotchety and real snippy right away.
Hey, Sugar Man, can you relax over there?
Sorry.
Crumpling.
Could you please put your sugar in during the breaks?
That is not an unreasonable request.
No, not at all.
It's so distracting.
Don't you have a sugar person? Don't you have a sweetener person?
Do that in the green room.
I can sweeten it before
I think the problem. I think whatever frequency that is coming off in, I don't get.
Now, do you hear the frequency of us complaining about it for the last 2 years? Is that frequent? Do you get that frequency?
That's quite frequent.
Yeah.
Yep. I apologize.
So let me get this straight. Unless you hear it, you're not going to respond.
No. I will honor your wishes. I'm sorry. I wasn't aware that you could hear it.
I think you do it subconsciously. I don't think
if
you
we
really
don't
know.
have the same conversation in half hour, I'll be surprised.
I need someone to explain to me why it's hard to get equal anymore. Fortunately, Splenda's still out there, thank God. I don't know what's going on. Is this some kind of COVID thing?
I have no idea.
Okay, all right.
I don't use
People are moving to
fake
stevia.
sugar. Bad for you. I can't believe your girl lets you do that.
Use natural sugar.
Use natural sugar. It's not that bad.
Hey, look, the sooner I'm gone, happier everybody is. And
Not true.
No, that's not true at all.
The way life
Don't say
insurance
that.
works.
I'm sure we don't see a dime of it.
Don't say that.
Oh, no, don't say that.
It's exhausting.
Coffee.
I just want coffee.
Now, right now, we've been talking about great gifts.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm telling you, I honestly, this is another really good one because as Christy Lee, if I can quote Christy Lee, says, fellas, you can never go wrong with diamonds. And I think that's a universal truth. And ladies, same thing. That's why you want to check out IHateStevenSinger.com. The latest from Steven, the number one gift this season is the diamond stud earrings. In fact, a very specific pair known as the Anita Diamond Stud Earring Set. Under $300 and one click, and you're done. It's so easy. You go to IHateStevenSinger.com and check these out. Real diamond studs, flawless to the eye, near colorless, and the famous full value lifetime trade-in. What does that mean? Well, if you want a bigger set, maybe next year, it's easily done. You get full value for the ones you've already purchased. Steven's also famous for his 100-day, 100% no-hassle money-back guarantee. So you can't go wrong. So shop for Christmas. Pull over. You can get this done in a few minutes at IHateStevenSinger.com. The Anita Diamond Stud Earrings. Real diamonds, Christy.
And all women need a diamond earrings.
Oh, yeah. A lot of guys need a diamond earring, too.
Sure.
It's from a real jeweler you can trust, Steven Singer Jewelers. You find him, oddly enough, at IHateStevenSinger.com. By the way, we'll be joined by the Steven Singer Singers for a special edition of this show on Wednesday. Mark that on your calendar. A lot of interesting things happening. A rumor has it, someone has seen Dick Mango in the general area.
Of course.
Well, talk about a Christmas miracle. There we go.
Okay, thank you very much. Be right back. We have more Santa news, a bizarre story about how you calculate your age in Korea, and something that, this is from the New York Times. It's called Vagina on a Chip. This sounds like a late-night Dan Aykroyd bit. It's new, vagina on a chip. Well, it's a real thing. We'll find out what it means. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Are your ulcerative colitis symptoms proving difficult to manage? Tremfya guselkumab can help you manage the cycle of UC symptoms. At 1 year, many patients taking Tremfya achieved clinical remission, and some patients also achieved endoscopic remission. Individual results may vary. Tremfya is a prescription medicine used to treat adults with moderately to severely active ulcerative colitis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and TB. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Ask your doctor if Tremfya can help you manage the cycle of UC symptoms. Call 1-800-526-7736 to learn more, or visit TremfyaRadio.com.
This episode is brought to you by Indeed. When your computer breaks, you don't wait for it to magically start working again. You fix the problem. So why wait to hire the people your company desperately needs? Use Indeed's sponsored jobs to hire top talent fast. And even better, you only pay for results. There's no need to wait. Speed up your hiring with a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hey there.
At the sidekick chair. There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
Manning the track phone hotline hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
Morning.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Well, feels like Elvis. That's all right. That's all right, Mama. That's all right with me. And if I can sleep with Priscilla, I will go to Germany.
That's all right.
I know she's 14. And sorry. What happened?
They were married.
Well, okay. Okay.
And
They
now,
were married when
the
she
United
was
States military
18.
looks the other way.
They didn't do anything. I saw the movie.
Oh, that's right. Everything in the movies is real.
That's right.
Just like everything on the internet. It's all real.
Right.
Okay. Well,
You know who's real and real funny? Greg Warren.
Yay!
hey, how did you get Paul Newman's eyes in the will, Greg? I mean, it's amazing. Look at those sexy blue eyes. They're like electric.
That's why we call him Baby Blue Eyes. He loves it.
Greg Warren is a very fine stand-up comedian. Greg Warren just can't take a compliment. We get many of them here, and the general rule is if you get a nice compliment out of Greg Warren, don't read it on the air. Greg is going to be at the Funny Bone in Columbus, Ohio this weekend.
All right.
Are you going to be starting on Thursday, Greg?
Thursday night, yeah. Thursday through Sunday.
Now, are you going to do one of your family shows Saturday or Sunday?
Sunday we are, Tom. Thanks for asking.
Cool.
That's during the afternoon, right?
Yeah, matinee show.
Now, is there any Christmassy content?
I got a couple of jokes that involve Christmas.
You don't like bring an elf out or?
No, there's no elf.
You don't have a puppet with an elf.
If I called my friends at Pajamagram and got you a pair of Santa pajamas, would you wear them?
Boy, I don't know, Tom. I mean, I got kind of a sort of like you, the uniform that I wear on stage, really.
Mm-hmm. Sure. What do you wear on stage?
Well, it's jeans and a button-down shirt and some tennis shoes that Chick has approved.
That's right.
Very presentable.
So long sleeve or short sleeve shirt?
A long sleeve.
Good.
You got to go long sleeve.
Yeah, of course.
Short sleeves.
It's not.
Sleeves rolled up a little bit.
Yeah, that's nice.
Now, Greg, I noticed that the week of the New Year, December 29th through December 31st, you'll be at the Sandman Comedy Club in Richmond, Virginia.
Yeah, never been there, man.
I don't know if I care for that name for a comedy.
The Sandman, and you'll fall asleep.
Sandman?
I think it's cool sounding.
Yeah.
Sandman.
That'll be great.
Sandman.
Greg, it's always a great pleasure to have you on the program. We have something we call the Warren Report, in which you typically do a so-called deep dive into a topic. What are we talking about today?
Tom, I'm glad you asked. We're talking about the history of saunas. Yeah.
Saunas.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Real quick, Greg, do you like a sauna?
I've been getting back into it quite a bit.
Okay, yeah.
Do you like the dry or the steam?
Well, I like them both, Christy.
Okay.
And both of them have a lot of health benefits. I would say the dry sauna has a little bit more health benefits than the steam room, but if you want your skin to look all nice and dewy, I would go with the steam. Yeah.
This may. I don't want to give away anything. Spoiler alert here. Are you aware that they no longer allow the sauna world record?
I wasn't, Tom.
Yeah, this is a true story. Because the last time they went for the sauna world record, one of the participants died.
Oh my gosh.
Poached, essentially. Yeah.
We're just a big stack of meat, Greg. You realize that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry. Let's get to the history of the sauna.
Let me ask you this: is Finland in your review of stuff?
Yes,
that's the number
Chick,
one. Yeah,
Chick, you're right. Finland. That's where it all started, and it's still a big deal there.
Big damn deal in Finland. Yeah,
big damn deal. Well, why don't we just get to that part?
Okay.
Chicken in Finland, they have more saunas than they do cars.
That's exactly right.
Is that crazy? Yes, more saunas than cars.
Okay.
Which leads me to believe that, there must be a lot of sauna salesmen,
Sure.
And they're probably similar to our car salesmen.
What would their pitch be?
Well, hey, Johannes, that's the Sweatmaster 5, and I got to tell you, you look at home in there. What do you say we crack that open? Sit down, draw up some papers, and you and Helen will be perspiring by 5:30 Friday night, huh? Yeah, Johannes, I did say 7,000, but that didn't include the warranty, Johannes. I mean, you don't want to be working up a sweat while you're working up a sweat. You know what I'm saying, Johannes? Yeah? Now, here's what I'm going to do for you. I'm gonna go in there. That man over there in that office, that's my boss. And I'm probably going to get fired over this deal. But I'm going to go in there and I'm going to tell him he's going to have to knock off 1,000 right off the top of the price. I'm going to tell you he's got to throw in the free undercoating on the rocks. And I'm going to tell him you're not going to make a payment until May 1st. And I don't think we got a chance in Helsinki of making this happen. But if it does, Johannes, do you and I have a deal? That's
So there are more saunas than cars in Finland.
Mm-hmm.
That is really
more saunas than cars. Yeah, wow. Saunas go back 2,000 years, Tom.
Wow.
Now, written records of saunas only go back 1,000 years. And Chick, I have one of those written records right here. Would you like to hear it?
I would love to. Yes.
It says, Jesus Christ, it's hot.
Well, that must be
Somebody
that must
speaking
be
to.
sometime with when the Lord was on the earth. They say.
I believe it's quite common in Finland to have someone over for dinner and you take a sauna together with your guests.
You do,
and
and
very common.
And you get naked.
Yeah.
You get naked, and it's not sexual. in
Not
any way.
sexual at all.
Do you do
Until
that
it
thing?
becomes sexual.
Remember that thing a few years ago where people they'd be interviewing these truckers and they go, well, when I drive, I cook my lunch, and I put it right there in the manifold, and at 400 miles that thing is cooked.
Yeah.
Do they do that with a sauna? You hop in the sauna, you're there for dinner, and by the way, don't sit over there. That's where the chicken's going.
I don't think so.
See
Tom.
what we're doing, trying to fun facts. Greg,
Fun facts.
No,
Yeah,
I love that, the cooking in the manifold, because it's really, I hope you're using lead-free gas.
I wasn't aware of that, man.
Oh, yeah, that's a thing.
I was thinking about taking on trucking for my next topic in my act, man. Maybe go out on the road with some of these guys or something. I don't know. I've always been curious about those guys.
Yeah.
So it's when I do these history things, I'll just Google history of saunas. Of course, there's 80,000 things that come up.
Sure.
And some of them, of course, are companies that sell saunas, and some of them make a nice effort at history, but some of them it's pretty pathetic. They're like, saunas have a rich history. Come make your own history at Sauna World.
Yep.
Greg, what does sauna mean?
You know what, Josh? Here's the thing. I have decided to ignore etymology in all of these things.
Oh,
It's
really?
just boring. Nobody cares.
Oh, I know. I love that stuff, but I get
I'm sorry. I'll try to get it
No,
for
it's
you
okay.
next time.
I get the love.
I think it's from the Finnish, actually.
Yeah, it's Finnish. I mean, Savu sauna is smoked sauna. I know that. That's the original saunas. They didn't have chimneys. They had just a small hole to ventilate. So they'd heat up these rocks, and it would get real smoky in there. And then the smoke would dissipate just a little bit with the tiny hole. But it was still real smoky in there.
This is instant feedback from the listeners. Greg, would you like to hear that?
Well,
too
I
bad.
guess
I
so.
think you do. This is from Bob, Robert. It says, Dear Greg, I had no idea people from Finland sounded like they were car dealers in Minnesota and Canada.
Well,
it's kind of the bit.
Bob,
however, you did a spot-on impression.
A lot of Finns settled, of course, in
Loved
Minnesota.
it. Loved it.
Yeah, I mean, it was there's a lot wrong with that bit if you break it down.
No, I love it. I like that it implies the existence of a certified pre-owned sauna. There's a lot of fun in that bit.
Yes. And I bet you that's
The
a thing.
undercoating alone gives it an A. By the way, sauna is from the Finnish. It means bath or bathhouse.
Okay.
There you go. It's that simple.
Yeah, you guys, have you heard of the?
And how did we start using the word bath for bath? How did that start?
Oh, God. Are we going to break
Exactly,
down
Chick.
every
Nobody
word?
cares
Bath.
about etymology.
I'm trying to help Greg. What was it?
The
Tom?
city of Bath.
The city of Bath. That's where all baths started?
Yeah, the only place you could bathe in England.
Is that right?
Oh, yeah.
Is that right?
All people in London stunk.
So then they started hearing about
That's why
it.
they invented the train. Get them up to Bath.
That's right.
Son of a gun. And then the rest just kind of happened, didn't it? Yeah. Okay.
Sorry, did you have any momentum with your bit over here, Greg?
Oh, I don't know. You guys, have you heard of infrared saunas?
No.
Yeah, I have.
Sure.
Yeah, it's a kind of a cool thing that it doesn't get as hot in there, but you sweat just as much. It uses infrared technology.
Wow.
That traces back. John Kellogg was the first one to mess around with that.
He was an
at the
interesting
World's
guy.
Fair.
He
had some very interesting ideas,
Sure did.
Josh. Yeah,
You know what? He wouldn't care for how I spend some of my time.
Didn't he invent cereal to prevent masturbation? Or wasn't
Yeah,
there
he was
something?
very
Yes,
anti-masturbation.
very anti-masturbation. He invented peanut butter, so I owe him. You know.
I do like a peanut butter, yeah.
Yeah. I know you're a Jif man, Chick.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Damn right. That's the only peanut butter. I don't know of any of them.
Absolutely. But the infrared saunas, it's kind of, they use radiation, but for the most part, not harmful radiation. The good places don't let harmful radiation in. But when they first launched this thing,
Yeah. Tell me a little bit about the phrase "for the most part."
well, Chick, no, back when they launched this thing, some of them didn't have it down, and there was like magnetic radiation getting through.
Sure.
And That doesn't happen anymore. Here's what I'd advise, Chick. If you're going to go to one of these places,
used sauna.
Go to one.
Are you talking used sauna or new, brand new?
I'm talking infrared. If you're going to get an infrared sauna, or if you're going to go to a place that has it, which is like a health spa, go with an official sounding name. That's always been my rule with health stuff. Don't go to some like cute, clever name like Right Said Infrafreds. Like don't go
right.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah, you're not too sexy for this heat.
Too sexy for this heat.
And by the way, today you get free X-rays as you leave.
Yeah, apparently I read this. The infrared saunas, they can kill the bacteria that is responsible for acne, which might have made my my teen years a little more tolerable.
Yeah, but do you want your testicles getting irradiated is my question.
It's not a thing anymore. And I probably ruined it for you because you're a little bit well, it doesn't happen very much anymore.
Anymore.
Yeah.
It did happen. It did.
Well, we were talking about this the other day. Greg, are you aware of the very brief period in which in the United States you could walk into a shoe store, stand in a machine, and it would it was, I believe, wasn't it a fluoroscope?
Very
and it
good.
would show your bones, and you could see where the tip of the shoe was hitting your feet, and they'd say to the kids, "Okay, you need a little bit bigger. I can see your feet hitting the edge of the shoe."
I would love that.
Yeah, those machines. Every once in a while, we see one up for auction. They obviously had to close down that industry because they were literally irradiating people, right?
Right.
So that'd be a good time.
Yeah, but you wouldn't be conflicted about which shoes to buy.
There you go.
Oh yeah,
sure.
Let's try a little give and take here. Come on.
Wow.
Benefits, minuses.
The Strontium 90 Jordans.
Sure. I get the Air tumor.
You know my
dark.
You guys know my brother Devin.
Sure.
My he's 18 years younger than me, and as Chick has pointed out, a very good-looking kid.
Oh, he's a gorgeous.
Hot.
Man, he's handsome. Whew.
Bought a $450 pair of Jordans the other day. Chick.
Oh yeah.
Well,
yeah, doesn't even play basketball. Doesn't play basketball.
That's his prerogative, isn't he?
Yeah, I know. When he bought him, he goes, "Hey man, don't tell Dad about this."
I'm still worried about what Dad thinks.
I know. I was like, Devin, you're 36.
Make a good living.
Yeah. You have a job and a house and two children.
Right.
It's not Dad's business what you spend your money on. And then we were at dinner the next night, and my dad was like, "Greg, can you pass the potatoes?" And I said, Devin bought a $450 pair of Jordans.
yeah, exactly.
Damn right you did.
Brother.
His kids aren't getting any decent presents this year.
How did your dad react?
He got grounded.
Devin, you know I'm against you go home. You can't come to dinner with me for a week.
Never knew the value of $1, I'll tell you.
Our guest is comedian Greg Warren. He's talking about the sauna. Someone just sent me this. There's a place called, I'm going to be very careful. Attention, awkward word coming.
Oh boy.
I'll spell it first. SCHVITZ. The Schwitz.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, Schwitz. Yeah.
Let's go have a schwitz.
It's a Yiddish term, right?
Yeah, Schwitz bath. Yeah.
Is that what that is?
Yep.
Is it Yiddish? Okay. It's a great word, the Schwitz. It sounds like a beer.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. Hebrew.
Yeah. Oh no. from Milwaukee, maybe. Yeah.
I go to the sauna place I go to is the old brick Schwitt house.
You got to get the Z at the end. Schwitz.
Schwitt's house. I started laughing.
That's great.
Actually, Joseph just emailed us, Greg. He's sitting in a sauna listening to us right now.
How about
Is
that?
that right?
Yeah. So,
Is he Finnish?
No, he's still working on it.
It looks like his name could be it could be Finnish. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, like a Lars or an Eric spelled with an H or something.
Joseph.
Yeah.
Greg, where are you at sauna?
What?
I think if you have to be a Scandinavian to say that.
I think that
sauna
is technically how they pronounce it.
Okay, yeah.
Sauna.
Yeah, you got it. You know that they also a lot of people say if you go in the sauna, and I've been messing with this, you go right into a cold shower afterwards.
I've heard that's
ice
great. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And then the real extreme is you go into one of these saunas and then you go do cryotherapy.
Whoa.
Right?
Have you done that? That's gold.
Well, kind of, Christy.
That's
When
really
Josh was
cold.
when Josh was opening for me, and we were driving home from every gig, it was cryotherapy for like 4 hours.
I mean, I was trying hard.
I was trying, Greg. I am trying.
No, I said I am trying once.
I said, is anybody celebrating a birthday? I didn't know he didn't know.
I don't think any of this is funny.
Greg Warren.
On these jokes.
Guy only had one hand. How was I supposed to know?
Greg Warren will be celebrating the holiday season beginning Thursday evening, running through Sunday at the Funny Bone in Columbus. And Greg does do a really cool family-friendly show. This will be on Sunday afternoon, Greg?
Yes.
Okay,
Sunday
and then Greg Warren is also going to be at the Sandman Comedy Club, Richmond, Virginia, coming up that week, the last week of the year, including December 31st. Always a pleasure, Greg.
Thanks, guys.
We'll see you next year.
Funny.
Yeah, look into
Happy
that.
holidays.
Look into that fluoroscope shoe thing for your brother, because
I love it, man.
his feet may have been irradiated. Okay, good.
Happy
Thanks,
holidays.
See you, man.
Bye,
Greg.
guys.
Your steaks are coming, Greg. Oh, damn it. I've got some Omaha steaks for them. They might even be there already. They may be coming today. Right now, the Bob and Tom Show is sponsored by our friends at BetterHelp. What this is all about? Well, it's about helping yourself and getting therapy. And this is a program in which 3 million people have been connected to licensed therapists. It's convenient, it is secure, and it's accessible because it's done 100% online. So you have many of the benefits of in-person therapy, but it's a lot more convenient, a lot more affordable, and it's about getting yourself unstuck. Everybody could use a little bit of therapy, and this is sort of a new angle on this, and you deserve to feel your best. BetterHelp makes it easier to get started. You fill out a brief questionnaire, and you get matched up with a therapist, and if things, by the way, aren't clicking with that therapist, you can easily switch to a new therapist anytime. So help yourself get unstuck. It's called BetterHelp, and you can learn more. And by the way, save 10% off your first month by going to BetterHelp.com/BT Show. BetterHelp, H-E-L-P, of course, BetterHelp.com/BT Show. Like they say, it's okay to not be okay, and to recognize that and to work on yourself. BetterHelp.com/BT Show. Coming up, Christy, what do you got over there?
Sorry about that. We have a lot of great things coming up. We have South Koreans are getting a year or two younger. We'll explain that.
This is a really interesting story.
Jamaica wants to tell you how great their marijuana is, and we have Vagina on a Chip all coming up.
Vagina on a Chip, and again, it's from the New York Times, and it's a Harvard professor.
Yep.
That's what he's calling it. I know, like I said, it sounds like a Dan Aykroyd bit where you put the fish in the blender.
It's bassomatic. Yeah.
Be right back. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
For a complete copy of the Bob and Tom Show contest rules, go to bobandtom.com/contest-rules, or just scroll down to the bottom of the page and see contest rules. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Yes, I am.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hello.
He's in the performance room. There's Josh Arnold.
Hey, Chickster.
I believe he's having a nut. Is that pistachio? Is that what that is?
Yep.
Oh, good choice.
You pick all the pistachios out?
No.
Okay. It's a mixed nut can. That's
No,
probably.
there are plenty of almonds and other things.
All right.
There's Ace Cosby.
Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Sometimes you don't.
Do you like your nuts salted, John?
It varies, yeah. In this case, yes. This is a really good mix.
Yeah, it is.
Mhm.
Best one ever.
There's Willie Griswold.
You want? What do you want? Some kind of ball joke there,
Yeah,
Tom?
he does.
I'm Chick McGee.
Huh?
No.
How are your nuts, Tom?
Well,
Willie, formerly being his nuts. How is it all right?
Yeah, you were in
It's
there.
fun. I've been on vacation for 30 years now.
All right,
and,
good.
It's going pretty well.
Very cool. Very cool.
Well, welcome back to the program. Thanks very much for joining. It's great to be here. Coming up on Wednesday, special edition of the Bob and Tom Show. We'll have Duke Tomato in the power trio here. We'll have the Steven Singer Singers. We're going to have the big fat horn section. I love those guys. And a possible guest appearance, a couple possible guest stars. I'm very excited. I know Pat Godwin's working something up.
Oh, yeah.
And I understand there's going to be a special guest working with you.
Surprise.
We're going to keep that a surprise? Okay, very good. In the meantime, we turn to Christy Lee at the Bob and Tom News Desk. What's happening?
South Koreans are about to get a year or two younger thanks to a new law that will standardize how age is calculated in the country. According to CNN, it is common for South Koreans to have not just one age, but three: an international age, a Korean age, and a calendar age. International age refers to the number of years since a person was born, which starts at 0, like the rest of us. Korean age could be 1 to 2 years older than their international age, as babies are considered a year old on the day they are born, and a year is added every January 1st.
So if you're born in late December,
right,
you would be 2
in February.
on January 2nd.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, right.
So to put an end to the confusion, the country's parliament passed a new law mandating all official documents
They
must
don't
now
have a parliament.
use the standard international age starting June of 2023.
Oh, so they're going to go international.
Yeah,
then.
they're going to go
Gotcha.
like most people.
So that's what we would call the normal.
Yes.
Why can't we call it the normal way to keep track
It's
of how
called
old we
it's
are?
called your birthday. So I mean, it's the day you're born. I'm not sure there's much of an argument to be made here. I'm sure that there probably is, but this is really fascinating to me.
This reminds me of when it was 1999 as 2000 was, but it was that really wasn't right because there was no year 0 or something, and people were losing their minds about it.
Yeah, what happened between
Remember that?
BC and AD?
I don't know what happened there. That's
Is there any time in between that? Or?
Did like 111 BC or no 111?
It's so confusing.
111 BC before whatever your faith is. Did we count years backwards? And
no, because they didn't know it was coming.
Well, yeah, I was going to say why. Well, yeah, but
it was weird. You'd see movies back then, and it would have that, MCLL. This is ridiculous. So, Brad, I got to do Roman numerals backwards. No, but BC and AD are out, right?
Right. Now it's, I don't even know. I'm
it's,
sorry.
CE is Common Era.
Yeah.
That's instead of AD.
But, I mean, the only people, this thing in Korea, and you said you lived there, right?
Yeah.
And, I mean,
I did live
you
there.
said you were aware of this thing. No, I'm sorry.
That did sound very accusatory. Now, you say you live
No,
there.
sorry. We talked about it earlier in the show, but you were familiar with this weird way of calculating your age.
Yeah, because depending on who asked, my age was different based on because my students in my school all went by Americanized, which would be the international.
Mm-hmm.
And so they would say, "What's your American age? What's your Korean age?" And so it was always kind of fluctuating.
It'd be real tough for like Jeffrey Epstein.
Why can't you just go with drinking age instead of age of consent? That's so much more sad and complicated and evil.
Or
happy holiday.
What about what's the country? The Dominican Republic? Isn't that where they have like the little league players are all 19?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I don't remember ever hearing any sort of controversy about little league ages and things from people from Korea because of this. I'd never even heard of this rule before.
Yeah. Well, because this makes you older.
Right.
So that would be
So that would be a disadvantage, I guess.
Yeah. If it made you younger, it would give you an advantage.
Because don't we all know people? Somebody got kept out of
like by 2 years, right, Josh?
Yeah, a couple years, and
it could be 2 years.
Yeah.
Pretty interesting.
Just what was not aware of that. What a weird.
I didn't know that either. It's
yeah.
We learn something new every day, don't we?
It's a good thing there are no birthdays coming up on this show.
Yeah, good thing. No cakes this week.
No birthdays.
About time.
Patty, we won't
birthdays.
forget.
Oh, I forgot it's Pat Godwin's birthday.
Thursday.
All right.
Thursday. Don't forget.
I got a birthday card. Happy birthday, Pat. Only 5 more.
You were born on the same day as my father.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
And she means literally.
Yeah.
We can get a Kroger. Just get a Kroger cake, please.
Yes. Yes.
I don't want another cake that's 95% fondant.
No, and we don't want poor Amy to have to worry about it.
She's
this week.
She's just
busy.
not that good at
very
making
busy.
cakes. Can we be honest? She's good at making sculptures. but not at edible items.
What's the matter? That's because, Josh, I know they're not really up your alley because butter isn't very structural.
Just saying.
You can make a nice butter.
We might. She may as well bring in a pile of Play-Doh for us to eat. Those cakes are 1% cake.
Oh, God.
You know, I remember when she made a beautiful cake of the house you were about to move into. You had no idea. It's a spectacular. Oh, look, there's Josh's house as a cake.
Yeah, couldn't eat it. The world's first inedible cake.
You are ruining my birthday.
Oh, that's not all he's ruining.
You are
in
trouble.
Amy's middle name is Payroll.
You think Amy? You think Amy listens to this show?
No, she hears enough of you.
She's cursing Tom right now and kicking boxes.
Right now, I want to.
She's watching noose tying videos on YouTube.
By the way, isn't it sad that those are out there?
They are. Yeah, you know what? I'm sure they are.
I always say, so you want to hang yourself? Well,
the noose has to be used for other things, right? It can't just be for
What is that?
human necks.
What is that
They
not
rope
used
cows, don't they?
With a noose?
Well, we killed another head.
Hang them up nice and high, boys.
Well, you must be a sailor. Look, it's a bowline.
That's an interesting question. I always wanted to get into that, knot tying, different knot tying. Guys,
fun.
Guys that could always know, what knot's that? Oh, that's a crosscut or whatever.
Yeah, right.
I had to do that one summer at camp. We had to learn all these knots. And
Really?
John Putnam was our counselor, and
I
can still do the bowline.
Yeah.
Because you saw the kids tying you up and you realized.
That's the one that has the rabbit going through the hole and up and around. Pat, when we come back, I want you to do a song that for the Chickster.
Sure.
And in fact,
I'm not listening.
We're going to need two songs next break because we've got another story that involves something that is right up your alley in the world of music.
Yeah.
And the world of Viagra. We'll be hearing about that when we come back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got something to say? Send us an email, bobandtom@bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is a message from sponsor Intuit TurboTax. Taxes was getting frustrated by your forms. Now, Taxes is uploading your forms with a snap, and a TurboTax expert will do your taxes for you. One who's backed by the latest tech, which cross-checks millions of data points for absolute accuracy, all of which makes it easy for you to get the most money back guaranteed. Get an expert now at TurboTax.com. Only available with TurboTax Live Full Service. See guaranteed details at TurboTax.com/guarantees.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hi, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hello there.
He's at the sidekick chair. There's Ace Cosby. Manning the track phone hotline, hot phone. There's Willie Griswold.
Good morning.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much. Now, Pat?
Yeah.
You got your guitar, huh?
I do indeed.
Got a couple things that
indeed.
may require a song. We had some tips for the ladies that came up once again last Friday. You weren't here, Chick, but you missed this. This is from the famed Dr. Jen Gunter.
I thought it was Gunter.
Is it Gunter? You say Gunter.
The information, please.
Okay, she is a famous OBGYN.
Yes, and her name's unfortunate. Yes, go ahead.
She is the author of the Vagina Bible.
Yes.
Which we've discussed many times. This is a real book, ladies, and it's got important information about your personal health.
And guys, no reason. I own it.
Okay, very good.
Yeah.
Did you get lost like I did in Cooterotomy? I'm sorry. She is telling people effectively, ladies, don't do this. And this involves
sachets full of herbs.
Yeah, this lifestyle blogging thing where you can go on Etsy and buy satchels of herbs that these people contend you should put into your mommy parts. And she's going, these so-called herbal tampons are dangerous.
Yeah.
Her quote is, your uterus isn't tired or depressed or dirty, and your vagina has not misplaced its chakra. So she's just saying, look out for some of this stuff on the internet and don't do it. And
Right.
Pat, you have a tribute?
Don't put herbs in your vagina. It's its own self-cleaning oven. You'll grow mold there, infection and draw fleas. Take the herbs out your coochie. It could make yeast and cheese. I can't sing the title of this song, 'cause in this context, it'd be wrong. Plain vagina, no herbs inside you. Leave them alone. Leave your vag alone.
There you go. Some wise advice.
Yeah.
And fellas, be careful. Similarly, there's a lot of tremendously stupid things that people are telling you to do.
You mean I should stop my penal dry rub?
Yeah, you don't want to do that. You just want to put a little bit of eucalyptus in your fleshlight, and that'll make everything smell good.
Oh, good.
Penal dry rub is the worst barbecue place ever. Okay? Do not go there.
Here's something interesting. Speaking of guys and that kind of thing, a new Cleveland Clinic-led study has found that Viagra could be a promising candidate in preventing and treating Alzheimer's disease. Following a large-scale analysis of more than 7 million patients, researchers found Viagra users were nearly 70% less likely to develop Alzheimer's.
Holy cow!
Yeah. So,
Wow, look, I've got this huge erection. I've just forgotten what to do with it.
Well, the opposite.
Well, no, it'd be the opposite.
But let's not let facts get in the way.
Comment.
Or maybe it's the fact that you're still having sex that keeps you young.
Well,
keeps the brain
So I'm
young.
sorry. So they're saying that there are significantly fewer cases of Alzheimer's among men who are using.
Yeah, 70%.
I wonder if it has something to do with a well-oxygenated brain.
Yeah, with
I bet you
blood,
that's
blood
it.
flow.
Yeah, the blood flow, yeah.
Good news for people who make parachute pants for the elderly.
Are they making those?
Well, we invited Uncle Clarence to our Christmas holiday.
What?
I had to explain to
Insinuating he
little
has an
Timmy
erection the
the
whole time.
giant bulge in his pants.
Well, Timmy, he's on a medication.
That's why he remembered your name this year. That's the good news.
Yes, yeah,
Stay
bad
off,
news.
Stay off Grandpa's lap.
Okay.
A scientist at Harvard has developed a so-called vagina on a chip.
What does this mean?
The New York Times reports for the last decade, Dr. Don Ingber, a bioengineer at Harvard, has been using flexible pieces of silicone to create three-dimensional models of organs. His recent model of a vagina used vaginal cells donated by 2 women. Dr. Ingber said the chip is more realistic than any other laboratory models of the organ, adding, quote, "This walks, talks, quacks like a human vagina."
By the way,
Wait a minute.
I've yet to see a quacking vagina.
I'd pay money.
I've
Or a
never
talking
seen
a talking vagina. That'd be strike 2.
I've never seen a quacking one, but I'm curious. I got to tell you.
I've never talked or quacked out of there. I don't know what's going on. Apparently, he and other researchers believe this could be a better way to test treatments for bacterial vaginosis and other vaginal infections.
Oh, vaginosis, eh?
The fact that this is.
I don't know why
again,
he calls it vagina on a chip.
This is the quote. This is directly from the New York Times. This is not some crazy publication.
Yeah, when I said chip, I thought it was like a potato chip.
Yeah, me too.
Like Lasbia or Muffles or something.
Very nice.
You can only eat one at a time.
Yeah, I bet you can't eat just one. Yeah, that wasn't that the Lay's potato chip motto. Wow. So interesting. Yeah. What a weird name. But Pat.
Yeah.
Do you mind doing your vocal cords in pretty good shape?
I think so.
Could we do the first date song?
Sure.
In honor of the apparent use of
Viagra.
What is it? Sildenafil.
Sildenafil.
Yeah, apparently may be helpful with Alzheimer's. That's amazing information. This is a classic song for Mr. Godwin. By the way, Pat's Christmas album is called Christmas Bonus.
Yeah.
It's out there. Oh, by the way, Haywood's Christmas album is now up and running on all your various downloadable platforms.
Cool.
Haywood's got a great collection of Christmas stuff, including Diddly Squat, Frosty the Blues Man, and more. We'll feature one of those coming up tomorrow. But right now, Pat's going to sing, and we got the band here in the can. All right, ready? Okay.
Girl, the food was great. The company, even better. Why sit her all night long, going on about the weather? I know it's our first date, Good girls gotta wait. But I just turned 83. And you said you're 78. Come on, the night is young, we're not. Hop on the paddy wagon. Come on, baby. The moon is full, you know what I'm thinking. Let's make love, we're old and we're shrinking. The hour is late, let's just do it on our first date. Come on, baby. Unhook your girdle and take off that face. Let's crawl into bed, cut to the chase. It'll be just great. Let's do it on our first date. I took Viagra an hour ago. Put your teeth in a jar by the bed. Looky here who's poking out, waking from the dead. I want you right now, so don't give me no lip. It's too late for your hymen, but I might break your hip. The hour is late, let's get to it. On our first date. On our first date. The hell with arthritis, arteriothrombosis, acute angina, and your halitosis. It'll be great, let's do it on our first date. Too old to worry about moving so fast. So if you're wearing Depends, I'll just hose off your ass. I may have Alzheimer's and repeat myself. I may have Alzheimer's and repeat myself. Good girls wait or broad swing. You can take off your clothes, cause I can't see a thing. The hour is late, let's just on our first date. I may have Alzheimer's and repeat myself. I may have Alzheimer's and repeat myself. I may have Alzheimer's and repeat myself. I may have Alzheimer's and repeat myself on our first date.
Oh, yeah. That is beautiful. That is beautiful.
That's one of my favorite songs that you do.
That's
I love
that's
it.
a great arrangement by Steve Ali and the Bob and Tom brass to mouth horns. I love that one change where the saxes go. Oh,
nice arrangement.
Key change. That's nice. I want to apologize to Mr. Steve Ali for asking him to do something that brilliant for something that stupid. But that's sort of what we do.
Yeah.
Thank you very much,
He's used
Steve.
to it.
No, he's the best. Coming up, we're going to hear from Reno Collier, see what he's got going on. A lot of other interesting things going on, of course. One of them is getting your shopping done. And one of my favorite ways to send a gift is to send those delicious Omaha steaks, because it's a lot more popular than sending him a fruitcake. Tell me more, Josh.
I'd be happy to. The steak experts at Omaha Steaks, well, they've put together special gift packages that help take the guesswork out of gift giving and make you a holiday hero. Go to omahasteaks.com. Take advantage of 50% off site-wide. Plus, when you use code BTS at checkout, you're going to get an additional $40 off your order. I enjoyed some Ultra Juicy burgers over the weekend, grilled them up. Deliciousness abounds. That's right. Create your own gift package. Send an assortment of mouth-watering favorites, guaranteed to impress. They have those legendary fork tender, butcher's cut filet mignon, air-chilled boneless chicken, ultra-juicy burgers like I mentioned, and even easy-to-prepare comfort meals ready in a flash, like the Meat Lover's Lasagna. Just terrific stuff. Omaha Steaks is a gift from the heart, a gift that will be remembered with every unforgettable bite. Order with complete confidence today, knowing you're ordering the very best, and that is one of the great things about Omaha Steaks. You know the quality will be there. Visit omahasteaks.com. 50% off site-wide, folks. Plus, when you use promo code BTS at checkout, you're going to get an extra $40 off your order. That's omahasteaks.com. Code BTS at checkout. Minimum order may be required. Enjoy the holidays. Spread some cheer with Omaha Steaks.
Oh, very, very tasty. Thank you very much. Coming up, the tasty treat that is Reno Collier. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
BTW, FYI. Visit Nexplanon.com RN to learn about Nexplanon. It's an gestural implant, 68 milligrams Radiopay. Or ask your HCP IRL. Okay, TTYL.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hey.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, chick.
Hey, man. There's Josh Arnold.
One sweet world. This doesn't have a kind of a Dave Matthews feel?
A little bit, yeah. Go ahead, Tom. Take it. Okay.
I'm sorry. I got it.
I like this a lot.
What would Dave Matthews sing to this, Pat?
Central. I can't believe we lie in my grave.
Pat, don't you have a theory about Dave Matthews? Doesn't he sound like a donkey to you?
Like a couple of the guys sound like donkeys.
It's Eddie Vedder, I think.
Eddie Vedder, and then
even flow.
There's Ace Cosby manning the track phone hotline, hot phone.
Oh, little ants.
A little dance marching for. I loved it, Ace.
I liked it.
That was ants marching.
That was.
I don't know. There's Willie Griswold.
Ace Cosby is Dave Matthews.
Yeah.
Do it again.
Well, that's wow.
Well, that's
Apparently, Dave Matthews is no longer from South Africa, from the northern.
I'm Chick. And here's Tom Griswold for more on that. Tom, go ahead.
Willie, come on. Nobody can take a joke anymore. There he is. It's Reno Collier. Whoa. What happened?
today.
Huh.
We got, are you back in your living room?
I am.
It's nice.
Yeah. I'm moving all over the place, man. Just dodging dogs and kids and wherever I can find a free spot that's quiet.
It looks like the tree there is over your left shoulder.
Yes, sir. I'm ready, man.
Now, is that an actual...
We are ready for Christmas.
Now, over your left shoulder on the wall, is that an actual painting or is that one of those TV sets that looks like it's in a picture frame?
I don't know what side you're
Yeah, the TV's behind his head.
Your left shoulder is the one to your
Ignore
left.
it. This is all visual. He would scream at us if we asked these questions ourselves.
I think it's a fascinating question.
Fascinating question.
It's a painting.
Okay.
It's a painting.
Oh, I can't. What's it of?
Italy, some coffee thing. Dude, I don't have anything to do with what hangs on the walls here. You know what I mean?
It's a very nice looking house.
Yeah, lovely home, Reno.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much, Willie.
Please tell her
Thank
she
you,
did great.
Josh.
Kind of looks like a hallway, though. I'll say it. It looks like a little hallway. It's a hallway.
It's a shotgun-style living room.
Looks like
It's
a
a
trailer.
shotgun style.
Looks
Al.
like a trailer.
Oh, it
Looks like a
does
trailer.
Well, I don't make that radio money,
Well,
chick.
you hang
I'm
in
still
there, Reno.
roughing it out at the Chuckle
Hang in
Hut.
there. I do like your.
Got a better setup than I
I do like the Ponderosa banister you got going on back there. That's nice.
Those are chairs, you knucklehead.
Well,
So
Are
they?
obviously, the next time
It looks like a banister.
It
You walk
does.
right through.
the next time Reno calls, he'll call from outside, so you can't mock. No, your house looks really nice,
You
Reno.
started it. I'm trying to finish
Oh,
it.
thanks.
I think
Now,
Willie.
over your right shoulder, Reno. Where does that hallway go to? Where does that doorway go to?
It goes out. There's a.
That's your left
like
shoulder. Your right
All right,
shoulder.
that-
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. It opens on both sides. It goes to the same damn place.
Hey,
It's,
Reno, you should turn your ceiling fan on. Remember, they go different directions.
Oh my God!
Yeah, the heat goes up. And then
You gotta have it going clockwise one season and counter the other season. It'll lower your heating bill, and not to mention.
Oh God, I should go back to the garage.
Yeah, you should.
No, obviously, your wife has done a nice job decorating that. It looks really, really nice.
Thanks, man. Yeah.
What is the last time you had to live by yourself?
Had to.
You mean in this house?
No. I mean, no.
Had to or wanted to.
Yeah,
either way.
had the luxury
Wasn't
of-
there not a period, shall we say, of exile where you were
Yes.
living in like a
Yeah.
hotel or a?
It's been like 6 years, probably 7 years.
Was it a hotel you were living in, or was it a? Like an
No,
apartment?
it was one of those apartment complexes that had like strippers and
Oh.
teachers and
Oh,
single
nice.
dads.
And what was
it?
the
Was a great pool.
What was the monthly on that? What was it? You have
It was like 1900.
Wow.
And then,
What?
yeah.
Was that furnished?
It had a gate.
Not
no,
a
it
gate.
wasn't furnished. Yeah.
What did you furnish? What did you furnish it with?
At
He's
that
not
point,
a pauper.
liquor bottles and burger wrappers, probably.
Sure.
See, we're learning a lot.
It was a
about
rough time, man.
Okay. Well, Reno,
rough time.
Reno, you have a really nice house. I'm sorry, I'm bringing up some sad memories. Reno Collier, by the way, is doing a special New Year's Eve show at a place called Tommy Gunn's Bistro, Grand Island, Nebraska.
Yes, sir. Can't wait.
Have you played there
Tommy
before?
Guns.
I have not, but Kostaki, there's been a bunch of guys that have and said they loved it. I think they only do a show like once a year, and it's a real big blowout. And I can't wait, man. I love Nebraska.
Cool. Yeah, it's great.
It'll be great.
Runzas.
Yeah, are you going to get yourself a Runza?
Hell yeah, I'm getting Runzas, Josh. You know it, buddy.
It's like a regional thing. It's kind of like a Hot Pocket, right? Am I kind of close in that?
Yeah. Yeah, and it has beef and cabbage and onions and mushrooms and cheese shoved in it, and it comes in like it's like a pocket.
Is it deep fried or?
No, they're kind of a soft roll, or kind of a bun.
Wow, that sounds good.
Yeah,
it sounds
homemade
like
bread.
Sounds like an unboxed Hot Pocket.
Yeah. They're way better though, man.
Yeah,
it's like if Hot Pocket didn't go through the freezing process and then in a box and then
they were a soft roll. Yeah,
it comes out strong.
Sounds good. That's something we should try. What else is happening? You got all your Christmas shopping done?
I do, man. I do, and in doing it, I've written a country fried take just about kind of some things I've been thinking about.
Oh, let's hear it. We're ready.
Is that all right?
Sure.
Excuse me.
Me.
So today, I'd like to give credit to two jobs that I think deserve some love around the holiday season. So I put them in order. My honorable mention goes to the grocery store checkout people. I'm sure that during the year, constant scanning and bagging is monotonous, but the month between Thanksgiving and Christmas has got to be straight hell. Everyone attempting to be extra jovial and chatty and fake holiday spirits, and you have 8 straight hours of bad jokes, people walking through, $7 for a dozen eggs. Good Lord Jesus, Mary and the shepherds. I know what I'm asking Santa for, a damn chicken. It's too bad bakers don't make eggs because there's 13, and you've got to just be sitting there like, please shut up. Or worse, you get the people who fire off way too much personal information in 2 minutes, like you're some instant psychologist or that you know their family. Well, this year I had to buy special food because Phyllis can't eat gluten. Last year she didn't poop right till Easter after she ate my stuffing. And then, her sister Lois's kid puffs up like a Christmas parade float if he sniffs peanut dust. But, I guess that's better than the meth his dad sniffs.
A lot of information.
Tell you what, if we don't close this border, we'll all be speaking Chinese by next Christmas. You know that's true, don't you?
Is that so, Miss?
So how about this year? We just say thank you. We appreciate you, and we close with a Merry Christmas, take our groceries, and go.
Yes.
Now, the ultimate winner of the toughest gig during the holiday season, to me, is the elementary school band teacher. We have to sit through just an hour of this. They've been listening to this garbage for 4 months in preparation, knowing ultimately that this day was coming. If you think about it, it's the only class that has to show the entire town how little progress they've made the first half of the year. The teacher has dealt with lost instruments. They lost the flute section because they tried to have the kids learn Baby It's Cold Outside, and 5 wine moms flipped out and went to the school board in protest, even though it's just an instrumental. And after all that, the teacher still has to sell this train wreck to an audience and act like it's going to be amazing. Okay, folks, thank you for being here. All the children have worked so hard these last few months to bring you this holiday extravaganza. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy our rewritten version of the Christmas classic, Baby It's Cold Outside, So I Got You an Uber and a Rape Whistle. All right, kids. All right, kids. This is what we've been waiting for. A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3. Then they go through and give everybody a solo. Okay, on the drums. Hey, and the sax. And we as the audience just clap whenever we see a kid that we somewhat know do something at all. You just sit there trying to be positive. You know, you're looking at the people next to you. You know, the clanging and spit sounds were much better this year. Then some kid whose mom works at the school sneaks an electric guitar in, and he plays an 8-minute solo of Smoke on the Water, which has nothing to do with Christmas, and you just hear the same 3 chords. Dun, 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 dun. Then to close it all out, just to have some sort of pride left, the teacher pulls out a violin and plays a face-melting rendition of Orange Blossom Special. I mean, like the damn strings are smoking. And you don't know if it's the greatest fiddle player you've ever seen or it's just in contrast to the sounds of the car accident you just sat through. Then after the teacher's solo, they have that look on their face. It's like, as you can see, I'm a badass. This is not my fault. Your kids are stupid. So if during the holiday season you see someone at work just having a tough time, it looks like they could snap at any second, instead of making a funny remark or ripping on them, just give them a simple hang in there. This too will pass. Merry Christmas. It'll all be over soon. I'm Reno Collier, and that's my Country Fried Take.
Oh,
Thank you, Reno.
Very funny.
Thank you, guys.
Excellent.
Now, Reno, did you play an instrument?
I did. In elementary school, I played the drums. I remember I play like 4 instruments, but I only got as far as hot cross buns in each one of them. You know what I mean? Like I made it. I was like, I'm out.
If you could play one instrument really well, what would you choose?
Hands down, the guitar.
Oh, okay.
Or actually, no, that's the piano. When I was younger, my mom taught piano. And I always sat there with a baseball mitt under my butt. Like, I couldn't wait to get out. And she was like, when you get older, you're going to wish that you took advantage of me. And I swear to God, every day I do. I'm like, I mean, it's just such a cool instrument.
It really is.
Have you told her that?
Yes. I've told her that numerous times. She's like, it's not too late, honey. I'm like, trust me, it is.
Why don't you give her your baseball glove, wrap it up, give it to her for Christmas?
Tom, have you heard that piano is it the toughest instrument for a grown adult to learn?
I don't know.
Somebody told me that once, and I didn't know if it was true. Pat, do you have any thoughts on that?
I think it probably would be because it's got a lot going on.
I would think the violin.
2 hands.
Really?
I think that, those no frets.
What about the oboe?
The
You ever tried to play an oboe? It's nuts.
I think a man like you with your famous embouchure would
the
kill
slide
it.
whistle is a
You
hard.
just love saying that word, don't you?
What, embouchure? I can't spell it.
Didn't your friend, the wrestler, Bobo, didn't he?
Bobo loved the oboe.
Bobo? He played the oboe?
Bobo loved the oboe.
That's before he...
Well, he bought one on sale. The Bobo, the oboe, the Bogo is what it was.
Yeah. It's the same he lost all his money, had to become a hobo.
One oboe free. Yes,
Bobo, the oboe playing hobo.
Reno was saying, please let me hang up. Please let me hang up.
No, I love it.
Reno Collier, Tommy Gunn's Bistro, Grand Island, Nebraska, Saturday night, December 31st. Reno, congratulate your wife. You are keeping. I expected much more destruction there after all those family members were visiting you. Everything's all back in place, huh?
Yeah, man, kind of. We had more family this weekend. It's good though, dude. I gotta stop. My kids are a little bit younger, so I gotta be careful mouthing off about why are these kids here? Because my kids are coming in the next train, and I don't want to get too far out of my head of complaining about my wife's kids when my kids haven't hit that age yet, because God knows they'll be living under the couch or something.
Reno Collier, thank you very much, Reno. I enjoyed your Country Fried Take very much.
I got to see your dog,
Thank
too.
you.
Your dog is gorgeous. She kind of...
Oh.
Is it she or he?
It's a he.
He kind of
Bo,
slid
yeah.
through. Yeah, he's beautiful.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bo.
Did he have my shoe in his mouth?
You mean, I heard that Bo was...
Bobo's Bobo. Dog. Bo.
I got him in
Bo
Mexico.
ran off
He's
with
in a band
Bobo's
called
oboe.
Bobo.
Los Bobos.
Bobo. I call him Bobo, and my name's Bobo. It makes it confusing if I want to leave a message.
Happy holidays, Reno.
Thanks, he's desperately wants to hang
Merry
up the phone.
Christmas, everybody.
Yes.
Thank you. Love you guys.
Love you
Yeah,
too.
likewise, man. See you, buddy.
Oh, your
Happy New
steaks
Year.
are on the way, my friend.
I love you, dude. I can't. And hot dogs?
They should be there. They should probably be there today or tomorrow.
And scalloped potatoes.
Yes. Thank you very much. Speaking of food, how about this? We're also busy during the holiday season. This is a nice break. How about some HelloFresh? What am I talking about? HelloFresh delivers the box. Inside the box, chef-crafted recipes right to your door. But it's not just recipes. The food's in there, and it's fresh. Skip the trip to the grocery store. They've got the food. They've done the measuring. They supply the recipe card. You put it together, what you ordered, and by the way, easy to switch stuff around if you want different sides or whatever. Some of the stuff they have includes what, Willie?
One of my favorites, the chicken stir-fry tacos with tangy slaw, green pepper, sriracha mayo, and crispy onions. HelloFresh is going to send you 10 ingredients. You put these together in 4 easy steps using only one pan, and in 20 minutes, you're going to have these delicious tacos that you made at home with help from our friends at HelloFresh.
Pre-portioned is the way they put it, and peak freshness from HelloFresh cuts down on a lot of time spent in the grocery store and not too much time spent in the kitchen, and every week more than 35 recipes to choose from, so there's always something new to try. And by the way, really easy to change delivery days or your address or skip time because of the holidays. Get all the information at HelloFresh on the HelloFresh app, or just go to HelloFresh.com/BTShow18. Now, why do you need the BT Show 18? Well, that code will get you 18 free meals and free shipping. That's right, free shipping. BT Show 18. Write it down. That's the code, BT Show 18, for 18 free meals and free shipping at HelloFresh.com/BT Show 18. When we come back, it's time to get everybody enlightened, lined up, and learn a little bit about history. And coming up, some other interesting news tomorrow we're going to get to involving another pair of incredibly expensive pants.
Yeah.
Yeah, very odd stuff.
High dollar pants?
Yeah,
All right.
like multiple thousands. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Catch any part of the show you missed later today on our YouTube channel.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hello.
Yes, there's Josh Arnold.
Chick, we've been on this road trip for a week. Our batteries just died. Looks like we're walking.
Oh, hell.
Yeah.
Doesn't this?
Or hitching, or yeah, I know. I haven't heard this. This is, I like this.
I like it
story.
too.
Oh, there it started again. There's Ace Cosby manning the track phone hotline hot phone. There's Willie Griswold. I'm Chick McGee.
Good morning.
And there's Tom Griswold.
Well, look at this. 2 sisters our age pull up in a convertible.
Son of a gun. What
Guys need a ride?
Well, I suppose we do.
Handsome.
Well, I'll ride the big one. You ride the small one.
Well, if you're going to talk about us that way.
Why do you think we took our tops off? Sure is cold.
Next time,
We don't know him.
let me do the talking.
And see.
Got this message. Greg Warren was talking about the sauna.
He was talking a lot.
Got this from Randy, who writes the correct pronunciation is sauna.
Yeah.
As every Finlander knows.
We did address that.
We don't live in Finland.
Christy's right.
What?
How about try this? Tell this guy to go back where he came from.
Did you hear that? You said
Wait a
that-
minute. Is Santa Claus Finnish? Finland? Yeah.
Santa's from the North Pole.
No, it's like Dutch.
He's North Polish.
Yes.
That's very funny.
He bowls on Tuesday nights. Okay, now.
Hey, here's a letter. Oh, my God, Tom, I agree. They have told you every week about the sugar packs. They're right. These Raycons really picked that up. Solution, and why didn't we think of this, you guys? We need to get you a sugar jar for your equal so you can just pour it in and you wouldn't make any noise.
Opening the package.
Well, there's got to be. I bet there's something mental about what he's doing there with the packets, right? It's some sort of comforting.
You take them and you kind of do a little shake thing, a little finger shimmy. You know the finger shimmy, Christy. You were in high school.
Yeah, you've been in the back of a car too.
The old four-fingered.
By the way, back to Randy's the sauna. The trick is
a nice post-homecoming blasting.
when it gets to 250 degrees, you run out and dive into a snowbank. Randy from Eaton Rapids, Michigan. Thank you, Randy.
Now, Josh, didn't you live in Eaton Rapids, Michigan, and dating some girl? Isn't that right?
I can't remember if I was eating a girl from Dayton or dating a girl from Eaton.
Thank you very much.
All I know is she said your performance was rapid.
Oh.
That was before the
One
anxiety
Pump Johnny.
meds.
Okay, sorry, I'm interrupting.
One Pump Johnny.
Okay, sorry. Where were we?
It's time
God
for a day in
knows.
history, isn't it?
Oh, it's an important day in history.
What is it?
It's very
December
important.
12th?
12/12.
It's been all over the Twitter feed this morning. Time now for Today in History. Here's Tom.
We wouldn't be here if it were not for Guglielmo Marconi. He sent the first transatlantic radio signal on this date in 1901.
Yeah, somebody else would have figured it out.
That sounded a little something like this.
Good morning. How are you?
First he said, "Are you ready to rock?"
555 rock. 555 roll.
We'll take our ninth caller. Okay. Marconi, very important.
And
here's a big one. This one's important to me. And I asked this on the air one day. Are there certain products you use only because your mom or your dad used them?
Oh, of course.
I'm a Tide guy.
Oh, okay.
My mom used Tide.
Yep.
hey, Josh, don't you wash your clothes in Tide?
Of course I do. It's too damn cold to wash them out, Tide.
Tide detergent was introduced the same year as that joke, 1946.
Wow. I'm a very loyal Tide user.
Me too. I like the pods.
I like the pods.
Do you?
I love the Tide pods.
I don't think they taste as good as people say.
I'm not. I'm sorry.
You're not a Tide.
I've changed.
Oh, what'd you go to?
Liquid. Got the
You're Febreze now, aren't you?
No, I'm a liquid girl, but it's some kind of
You're wet.
plant-based
You're all wet over
safe. I don't.
One of those plant-based things that doesn't actually get the clothes clean.
It does
That's
get
great.
your
Thank
clothes
you.
clean, and it
Congratulations.
smells like eucalyptus. Really, it's
saving
really
the
nice.
earth. No wonder your sweater looks
Eucalyptus.
And isn't it
Oh my God!
Sinatra's birthday too today, right?
And not only is it Frank Sinatra's birthday, this is really kind of interesting. Sinatra was born on this date in 1915. It's hard to believe, but it was on this date that in 1963, Frank Sinatra Jr. was returned from actually being kidnapped.
Oh,
Dean Martin.
And they,
isn't that something?
And then there was this whole thing that it was faked. It wasn't faked. It was very real. It was an awful event in any event. How about this one? 1964, the Trekkies will know this. The shooting started for the Star Trek television show pilot.
Yes. Without Captain Kirk.
Right.
Wow.
I didn't know that.
It was Captain Pike.
Really?
Yes.
Played by...
I don't know.
Mitchell.
Do you?
Mitchell Herbert.
No.
Don Nuts.
Yeah. Oh, what are we doing on this planet?
I've only got one phaser in my phaser.
Phaser set
Whole
to
different shows.
Whoa.
Well, here's one. Here's one you wish you could have had a time machine for. In 1980, Apple it made its initial public offering in the stock market.
Oh wow!
Bubba and Forrest got in on that.
They did?
Oh yes.
Now, what would it be worth today?
I don't know if that was the one that was the one.
Well, that would have been the angle of that mention.
I don't know. Do you have any idea?
Usually he bores us with this.
For 5 cents then would be worth 90.
Guess how old? Ace, I'm going to give this to you. Everybody else be quiet.
All right.
Today's the birthday of Bob Barker, the famous Price is Right host. Guess how old Mr. Barker turns today?
92.
Keep going up.
Wow.
99. What?
Born in 1923.
99.
Wow.
He's gonna go around, isn't he?
Wow.
Man.
Wow.
Yeah, he's actually going to hit 100, which is what you wanted to hit on the big wheel.
Yeah.
There it is.
A lot of neutered pets don't like him.
No, they're upset.
Hey, thanks, Barker.
Yeah.
You got my balls?
Oh my God. He's doing a good. Never mind.
Time now for things we
Just
learned
say.
today on the Bob and Tom Show.
Happy birthday to the great Dickie Betts, born a rambling man.
God, we got such a kick. Out of Tom insisting he say it and Frank's anger.
Frank Sinatra and Dickie Betts.
Dickie Betts.
Oh, I love Dickie Betts.
Unbelievable.
Oh, we know.
Genius guitar player.
We know.
Hey, Josh, maybe
Hippie
Chick
kiss
Hill
ass and know the Allman Brothers.
Born in
Put me in the band, will you, please?
From one of my favorite movies, born in 1949.
Yeah.
You're impossible. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm not going to tell you.
No, for God's sake.
How do you pronounce his name? Bill Nighy.
Nye.
Bill Nye.
Oh, Love Actually.
Yeah, from Love Actually. He plays the rock star.
He's dating the lady from Vogue now. You know that, right?
Which one?
The-
The sunglass lady?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a shame.
They're a couple.
Christmas.
Those are
Like the feeling.
insufferable dinners.
Does she wear those sunglasses in bed?
I doubt it.
Oh, I almost
I
got
guarantee
time.
you, in bed he takes his glasses off.
Oh,
And
Bill.
Winter and Bill.
Bill, you were so close to me that time. Oh, Bill.
You know, Isaac Newton saw her naked.
We started off. Started off with Fat Like Santa today by Dale Jarvis. Pat Godwin's birthday is on Thursday. I guess he's going to have a cake. I don't know.
It better be store-bought. We don't need one of Amy's abominations.
Tom sending out
friggin' cake.
Omaha steaks to all of our guests who call into the show.
Look, it looks like Pat's apartment. Well, if only we could eat it.
Poor Amy.
Soccer is dumb. You can't use your arms. Really boring to watch. Tom Griswold's quote of the morning.
Oh, God.
I'm sorry. Everyone's embracing like it's the greatest thing ever. It's stupid, and when they have a tie, they might as well just change sports. Well, it's tied. Let's have two guys play lacrosse. I did what?
Ace was on the team, tennis team, and he didn't want to play football because they wouldn't let him be the kicker. So he didn't play.
Now, see, in the NBA, Josh,
they wouldn't let him play tennis some places.
Thank you very much.
He's right.
In the NBA, they wouldn't end the game. Well, the game's tied, so we're going to play horse. That's how soccer ends. Sorry. Thank you so much.
Tom watched one part of the first one of the episodes of Yellowstone and said it was a bunch of guys in a van. And he's not watching.
Shooting at a trailer.
Shooting at a trailer.
A bunch of guys left.
Who knows what he was really watching?
A bunch of guys left the bunkhouse. Next thing you know, they were shooting up.
Probably
a
an old episode of The Real McCoys.
Grandpappy Amos
Could have been could have been anything.
Luke, I found the tattoo.
It could have been.
We did get an email that backed him up, but I'm not going to even.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Get a look at today's show on our YouTube channel.
Expert entrepreneur Ed Milet is on a mission to max out your life.
I exist here weekly so that you can make your dreams come true, become the man or woman you're capable of, and then pay it forward.
It's time to get laser focused on peak performance.
Clarity equals focus, and focus equals success. That's what I'm here to do every week with you. Max out.
The Ed Milet Show. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.